There it is, live and direct, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 9 of the Kickback. I am your host, Steezus.
Dano.
John Colombo.
And we have a very special guest in the building tonight, Africa's finest sneakerhead. He goes by the name of Afrokix. Can we get some applause for this man, please? Yeah. Mr. Kix.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Mr. Kix, how are you doing, sir?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. We're happy to be here with you guys.
I love it, man.
I really like what you guys do, man. I said it, I'm saying it again, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you, man. Well, absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you here, man.
And it's an honor and privilege to be here.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about yourself, you know, how you got in the game and just kind of what you're about right now.
I mean, right now, I'm 37, so I'm doing the grown man thing, work. Moved to the U.S. like in 2001, so almost 17 years now here.
Okay.
And
where are you from originally? I know Africa, but
I'm half Senegalese, half Moroccan.
Half sneakerese?
No.
That's how you got in the sneaker game. You sneakerese.
Half Senegalese, half Moroccan. I'm really a quarter Senegalese, a quarter Tunisian, and half Moroccan.
Okay, dope.
My Senegal is in West Africa. That's where my pop's from. That's where Akon's from.
Okay.
And my mom is from Morocco. That's North Africa. And I've been trying to explain myself for the longest. Till Akon and French Montana got in the game and saved my life.
Hey, so now I'm like, hey, that weight off you.
You know, Akon's like, hey, you know French Montana? He's like, yeah, half. Half. It's like, oh, I get it. I see it now.
Okay, it makes so much sense now.
I was like, you know Puerto Rican? I'm like, no. Shout out to my Puerto Ricans, man. You know, all the time. No, you don't understand. All the time, like. It's to the point where people come with so much insurance, like, which one are you, Dominican or Puerto Rican? I'm like, further east.
Further east. Go ahead and wipe that off the board.
Further east. Dope. Shout out to Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, man. I love y'all. I'm just not one of them.
What brought you to the States?
School.
Okay.
School, the American dream, really, like, you know,
absolutely.
Like, part of it is like, the minute I set foot on a plane, I had no plan on going back, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Europe when I was 6, so I didn't grew up in a country called Belgium. I'm grateful for all the great experiences and everything.
Yeah, world travel.
I'm not a fan of Europe. Like, it ain't for me. Like, you know.
How many years did you spend over there?
From 6 to 21. So,
okay.
You know, like most of my life.
You're
up there.
Yeah.
Word.
So Belgium, Brussels, Belgium.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody in Brussels.
Shout out to everybody in Brussels.
Milvan, Bruxelles, like him.
All right, so normally I try and save this portion for later in the show, but I'm so curious as to what you brought here for us today. So can you please tell us a little bit about the shoes that we have in this magical glowing box right now?
I couldn't even get on it, man. Like,
I got to get right into
those
it.
Those are special for me.
We got to get right into it.
Like those is like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's back in 2008.
Please take them out. Handle with care.
When Air Force Ones were kind of dying out, I think Nike did as usual, did crazy bounce back when it comes to Air Force One. They came up with the One World Pack. And the whole point about the One World Pack is like, they were going to collaborate with different artists or influencers or athletes throughout the world, and each will have Air Force One. So they had the Clot with Edison Chen for China. Yep. They had the BZP, the DJ from Ed Bangers for Paris. They had Damian Tomlinson, the football player.
Yeah.
I
They had.
didn't know that was part of that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh yeah. They had Hashime Tajibana from Japan. They even had DZ Rascal Air Force Ones that got scratched off because he didn't like the shoe. But there's a few pairs who made it out without being destroyed, and I was blessed enough to put my hands on one pair. But this one is so special for this. Like, Booba is like a rapper from France, and I'm gonna have to tell the whole story.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, go ahead, man, and then go ahead.
Yeah,
like in 1996, there's like
for everybody.
1996, there was a mixtape called Hostile, as like French hip hop, where they had like a bunch of set artists that everybody knew, and they kind of introduced other artists too. And Booba at the time was part of a crew called Lunatic, and they had a song called Seul le crime paie. Crime means like crime pays.
Okay.
And I was like, if you're a hip hop fan in the French speaking world at the time, like when you first listened to that song, you lost your mind. Like I remember in my hood, like when the Hostile mixtape came out, everybody's like, did you hear that song, Le Crime Paie by Lunatic? And everybody's like, yeah, man, who these guys? They killed it. Like they brought complete new style of the way they were spitting, the state of mind. Is like they had us hooked like from the first song. Like there's Booba and another dude named Ali, which was crazy because Booba's from Senegal and Ali was from Morocco. So I was like, oh shit, that's me right there. Like, you know, I was like, and in 2000 they dropped their first album called Mauvais Oeil. Man, until this day, it's been almost 17 years. I listen, it don't never get old. It's like an all-time classic for French hip hop. Like, you can go to France right now, anywhere in the French-speaking world, and tell them, oh, do you like hip hop? Do you like Mauvais Oeil? They'll probably tell you song, lyrics by lyrics. They're like, literally like, they were so ahead of their time. I'm talking about production, the way they speak, the way they spit, the way they talk, the subject they brought. Like it was crazy. Like Ali is more of a conscious type of dude, and Booba is more of like a thug street guy. Yeah. But the way they brought both worlds like this, it was something new. Like we usually had the rapper who was making you think, and the rapper who had you all turned up, and
of course.
And they brought both worlds together, and the way they made it, like, was a perfect mix. So I remember one day I came home and got on snkrINC, right, or highbeats.com. Don't quote me on that one. And I see Booba's picture. I'm like, huh? And he was holding these shoes. It was like next shoe coming for the One World Pack, Booba Air Force One. I'm losing my mind. I'm with my girl at the time. And my girl is like, well, what's up? She hates shoes already. And I'm like, man, babe, you don't understand these shoes. And I'm looking at the picture and I see the Senegalese flag on it. I'm like, it's over. It's over. Like, I mean, put everything back in perspective. Like, you know, that's why I like to call myself Africa's finest sneakerhead. It's like, because ain't too many of us, and then the ones of us who are collecting kicks don't really rep like that, the fact that they're African. I mean, some might do, but they don't do it as much as I do.
Absolutely.
Anyway, that was this cocky second was brought to you by Afrokix. So anyway, so like I'm looking at the shoe. He actually dropped an album called 09, which is like 09. And then that's why I like the stuff. But like the Senegalese flag really did it for me. I was like, what are the chances for you to be from this part of the world, which is like a tiny country in West Africa, only 9 million inhabitants, like to have your own Air Force One. Like, I mean, we've seen the Puerto Rico Air Force Ones, that, which kind of makes sense. Like the Puerto Ricos are repping hard in the East Coast and they're all wearing forces. But like, boom, like we got, I lost it. Like, I was really crazy. It's like, then the bad news come, only releasing in Paris. 176.
That was gonna be my question. Was it hard for you to get those?
Like, and on top of it, he dropped the shoe in the hood. It didn't drop like everybody thought they were gonna drop at Colette or something. He dropped the shit in his hood. He has like his little boutique where he got his own clothing line, and it was like 176 pairs. And I'm like, man, like in no way, like, you know, I try to call, but everybody I know in Paris are sneakerheads themselves. Right. They're like, it's each to his own right now. Like,
hey, you every man for themselves.
I would love to help, but but like, so I was like, you know, like, and then anyway, like, gotta rewind a little bit. I'm actually a buyer for a clothing store, like a few clothing store here in LA. So that week I just happened to have a sales meeting with Nike, and you know, God sent a Nike West Coast sales manager. Shout out to Gian. I'm gonna say your name because you really hooked it up. He comes in and I'm like, hey, what's up, Gian? You know, like 2 seconds into the conversation, check this out.
All right, let's not waste no time.
You know, I'm glad the family's doing great. I like, there's this Booba Air Force Ones coming out. I gotta have it. You know, everything I just told you, the whole hip hop, Senegal, blah, I give it to him in 5 seconds. You know, I don't think he got it all, especially with the accent, but he was like, okay. It's like, man, I really need it. Please, I understand. I don't want nothing for free. I pay for it. Yeah. Can you please make it happen? So months go by. The shoe releases, 176 pairs. None of the French homies could come up. Like, I ain't mad. Because a lot of people didn't want to go to that hood because it's like, we're going to get the shoe the minute we come out the store. We're going to get jacked, So, and then come to find out, 24 pairs releasing, are supposed to release at 21 Mercer.
Oh, shit.
Nothing happened to it. There's a few New Yorkers who end up with a whole lot of pairs. I ain't going to say no name.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but there was no real release.
Yeah.
Then, from my understanding, so it's like 200 pairs, 24 pairs, 21 Mercer, 176 pairs at Bulby in Paris, and 50 pairs, influencers, athletes,
The seating
really
list.
like,
they got,
you know, celebrities, blah, blah, here.
Yep.
You know, appreciate it and that stuff. So the point is, Gian gonna try to give me one of those 50 pairs.
Okay.
So time goes by, I don't hear from Gian. I'm like, okay, you know, start like, you know, I need that shoe. Drop the guap before prices get out of control.
Right.
So, you know, like God, you know, God works in a mysterious way. That week comes another sales meeting and stuff. So I'm meeting like I said, Gian is the West Coast manager of sales. Like manager West Coast, like the West Coast manager of sales. So like, anyway, he's not a rep. Like so, like I'm having my meeting. I'm in a showroom looking at shoes and all this stuff. Then Gian comes in. He got a black box in his hand.
Oh shit.
I'm like, you know, of course, like I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm starting feeling some kind of ways and all this stuff. So he's like, give me the box, right? I see the sample tag on it. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's looking beautiful right now. I'm opening, it's this. Then he closed the box and takes it back. He's like, wait a minute. These yours, but before I give them to you, I need to tell you this story. It's like, so the day you came, you hit me up, I got really excited about those shoes. I hit up my boy that takes care of all the promos. And so he told him, no. So after that, it's like, time goes by, Gian hit up the dude who takes care of all the promos. It's like, hey, what happened to my Booba Air Force Ones? It's like, oh man, my bad, man, I completely forgot. And then I guess Gian must have sounded really disappointed. Like, man, I really promised this dude, he really excited about the shoe. Like, what I'm gonna do is like, then dude's like, I guess the dude must have felt even better because he's like,
Yeah.
He's like, how bad does this guy want the shoe? It's like, man, I guess real bad. Like he was really excited about it. And then I guess the guys were like, you know what? It is what it is, man. Let's run the machine one more time. So this is number 251 out of 250.
That's nuts.
So I was
That's
like, you know,
fucking amazing.
like,
It's almost one of one. At that point.
Yeah. It was literally
it
made
is one of one, 'cause
specifically
it's-
for you.
is this Afrokix to spare? So it is one on one, you know.
Wow.
Like,
the machine one more.
like honestly, cockiness and self-esteem was through the roof that day. It's like
As
you couldn't
it
have asked me
should've
what
been.
time it is. It's like, nigga, you ain't got to watch. I ain't got time for this. They're running the machine for your boy out here. But like, no, that's like I'm so very thankful and humbled. Like, you know, but like really, I was like, I mean, yeah, I felt special. Like, really, like
As
you
you
know,
should.
like,
Yeah.
old boy really ran the machine one more time for me. Like, you know, it could have been like, that's why I said, like, how appreciative I am. Like, he could have been like, hey, you know, I tried.
And
I'm
that's
sorry I
it,
couldn't
yeah.
make it happen.
Right.
The fact that they ran the machine one more time and were like, hey.
And from your like passion for it from the jump, he felt like compelled enough to
Like
really
I said,
put
like
it on
the
his.
whole little introduction I gave you, like how like Lunatic first started, or actually first blew up, and then the album Mauvais Oeil and all that stuff. Like, I mean, he's still making music. He's still probably like, funny enough, is still probably one of the most popular rapper right now in France. Like, in his career started in '96.
Damn.
That's 21 years later.
Yeah,
like, you know,
That's crazy.
it's like, I mean, of course, it kind of
It fluctuated.
changed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they eventually separated. That was like when, like a lot of people was like Team Ali, Team Booba, kind of.
Oh,
you
okay,
know?
yeah, they chose sides.
Yeah, like you know,
yeah.
but I like, honestly, like you know, it's, every time I wear this pair, it's like it's special for it's special for me because it's like
you should
yeah.
feel like the motherfucking
Even though, like,
man when you
I
put
would
them
say-
things
no.
on.
That's that shit.
Like people don't got stories like that.
No,
like,
that's why like I got a gang of crazy stories, and I've been in the game for quite some time, but I don't think nothing will ever top this story. I can't wait for this.
glad we
I
got
can't
right
wait
into
for
that,
somebody
'cause-
that's like, you know, if anybody out there got something for me popping, like, hey, I'll come back and tell them the story again. But no, seriously, like, this is like, it's really one of those moments, like, it's in my career as a sneakerhead.
Yeah,
It's like, wow.
that's some
Like,
shit.
you know, like, you know, I can't retire now. I don't need no more shoes. Psych. But, no, like seriously, that's like I don't think I ever get the chance to top that off.
Right. That's a feeling you won't be able to get ever again in your
No,
life.
like literally that whole
for
day,
real.
like because eventually after the sales meeting, I went back to the store and had to go back to,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. I was like, and everybody walked in the store that I really I'm cool with, like
Yeah.
good customers, like, man, come, I gotta show you this.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, some people were like, oh wow, some people didn't care, of course. Like,
Right. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. All right. Well, so how about them numbers? What you got?
But like, yeah, literally, like that. I don't think that's so very thankful, man. Gianni did something amazing, man. God bless you for that.
Dope.
Let's talk
So-
about something else you were going to be really excited about.
Oh, well, actually, hold on. I want to
You got one
backtrack
more
a
on
little
that?
bit. No, because I want to spend some time on you. Like, what you say you've been in the game for a while. Being overseas and not necessarily having the same culture as far as sneakers go in Europe. How did you really get into the game? Like, what was there a moment that you were like, I fucking love sneakers, and this is what I really want to be a part of?
I was like, I guess I gotta rewind back.
Yeah. No, let's tell the
growing
story.
up in Belgium, I ain't gonna front, like it's a little different than here. Like when you're African immigrant, like my parents, like education is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go to the school in my hood. I went to school a little further.
You went like the suburbs.
Not the suburb, like in downtown, like it's a little
Oh,
different.
okay.
In downtown where all the rich kids went to school.
Basically, right.
And
Same
where I was literally the only African kid in class.
Mm-hmm.
And as top, probably 10 African kids in the school. Like a few North Africans, a few Central Africans. But like, we all knew each other to the point like we all hang out together during break.
Right.
It's like, and what they like kind of start changing life for us, like, cause we're not the popular kids, most definitely not. Like, it's like back in the days in the 80s and all that was a lot of that acceptable racism and all that. So like, but we like you, Hassan, but your
You're
people
one of
not
the
so
good
much.
ones. Like-
Your people not so much. Like, like you take showers. That's
Them
cool.
backhanded
like,
compliments.
Like yeah. So like, but then like.
You said you're one of the good ones.
No, literally, please, that's the story of my life right there. You're one of the good
real.
ones. And then hip hop started. Hip hop started being popular and then all of a sudden we became cool.
Yeah.
Because we
You was
were the
driving
ones
the
who like,
culture.
we were the ones like, you can't be a hip hop coming from your neighborhood. Like this stuff, they talk about stuff from my
That you
neighborhood.
lived,
But like
yeah.
it's stuff that, the rappers, they don't look like you, they look like me.
Yep.
Like, so like, we start having start popular. So of course in my neighborhood, all of a sudden, like we start developing our own style and we stop trying to look like them and start kind of having our own style. Like, we stop looking for acceptance and be like embracing who we are.
Absolutely.
And of course, we was embracing a lot of the American culture as well. So like the whole sneaker thing started popping. Air Maxes is huge in Europe.
Yeah.
Air Max 90s, like all the D-boys from the neighborhood had Air Maxes and then all this stuff. Like I said, I discovered Air Jordans before I discovered Michael Jordan.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was like sitting outside the house, kicking it with the homies. And one of the D-boy from our block, he drove like the Golf GTI, Volkswagen Golf GTI.
Yeah.
That's the D-boy car in
For real?
in Belgium, in Brussels at the time. It's like, and he was really the man, like he was my inspiration. Dude, his name was Sammy. God bless you. I don't know what happened to you. Like I ain't seen him damn near 25 years.
Shout out to Jimmy
And,
from the block.
but he pulled up in front of my house and he had everything. Like he had the gear, he got the car, and he had a white girlfriend, blonde. Who were like,
That was the status symbol right
He
there.
had the whole pack. Blonde, not just white, like not brunette, blonde. I'm like, woo. So he come out and he got he got these. And I'm like, wow, what are those? Then like, we used to call him Nike Air Jordan, like Nike Air Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm like, Nike Air Jordan, what the hell is Nike Air Jordans? Then the whole crew looked at me like I was from another planet. You don't know who Jordan is?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope. And I'm like, man, of course I got cursed out. Man, Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls, blah, 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 blah. Oh, for sure, yeah. I see what you're talking
Gotta
about.
fake
I had
the
no
funk.
idea. So I walk home and I'm like, Pops, who's Michael Jordan? Pops look at me like funny too. Like, what you mean, who's Michael Jordan?
Damn.
But I was like, so he tells me like, yeah, Michael Jordan. Because in my family, we big on basketball.
Yeah.
My sister played, my pops played, everybody played.
So how the hell you ain't know who Jordan
We
was?
don't watch the NBA. It's only on cable
Okay.
TV.
Okay, yep, that makes sense.
And
Say
then
no more.
And the games are 3 o'clock in the morning. You have to say about
Oh, the
time
time
difference.
difference, yep.
So like, but that's why like I got introduced. Like we start waking up because then we got the Pirates satellites. I can say it now. I'm not in Belgium no more. Y'all can. We had the Pirate satellite, so we start watching it, And it was like, it introduced me to the whole thing. Like, all of a sudden, I started looking at those brands. Like, Pat Ewings were big.
Yeah.
I know, like, in America, they were cheap. But in Belgium, there was only this one store called End Zone. And they would import the stuff. They would buy retail over there and flip them for like 2-3 times the price. Like the champion
Damn.
jerseys.
Yeah.
Like, you was that guy when you had that champion jersey on.
'Cause you had to
like,
drop
it's done
some
cheap
bread
here.
on that shit.
But like over there, like, it was
Yeah.
all imports. So like, I discovered the U-Wings and like, so I got introduced to this game. But like, my parents, like, straight, hardcore, typical African immigrants. Good grades, go to school. That's all we want to hear about. I want these shoes. Okay, bring good grades. I brought the good grades. How much are they? $100. Hell
Hell
no.
no.
Yeah,
Straight
it was all
up.
$100 and up. So I was like, you know, I was getting fresh on the budget. Like, you know,
Yeah.
let's go to the clearance section. Let's get you some flight. Like, I was still getting like, I was not getting the off-brand. I was like,
Yeah, you
so
was getting the shit that just wasn't the newest,
the
hottest
newer
shit
stuff.
right
Like,
now. Yeah.
and the thing is, like, half the homies had the real stuff. So you know, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so like, all right, cool. So it was kind of revenge on the past. So year goes by, I come to America to study. I get a job at Chic Shoes, Fox Hills Mall, 2003, 2004. I'm not sure what year. And then one dude, this guy come in and is like, how many pairs you got of those? I'm like, I don't know, like, let me go check. I go in the back, I think we had like 18, 24, don't quote me. He's like, I want all of them.
The fuck?
You want all of them? And I'm like, okay, I guess. And I'm like, I go talk to the manager, like, hey, this dude just walked in. He said, you want all the pairs? I said, let him have it. All right. I'm dead. I'm curious. Like, I'm ordering
working
2 Air Force
commission?
Ones and all this stuff. It's like I was like, to the point where he like, I should have just think, oh man, commission, here. But he threw me off. Like, I want all of them. Like, dude, you eat the 9.5, 9, 10 maybe, but the 14 you don't need. But so I start talking to him and I'm looking at him like, you know, he got my curiosity. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? What's your name? Oh, my name is Andre. I'm Hassan, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at his kicks and he got some dunks with cement print on it. I'm like, hey, man, that's dope, bro. It's like the Jordan thing on the dunks, like, you know. And I had seen the Fat Thong. I didn't know about SBs.
Right.
But when he had some Fat Thong dunks, because they were selling Pro Bs at Ross. I had a few pair of Pro Bs that I got at Ross for $29. So I wasn't surprised about the Fat Thong. I was just
Thong
surprised.
and
I was like,
right.
oh yeah, those is Nike SBs, and I'm like, SBs, oh skateboard, like I get it, like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not really into the skateboard world, even though when everybody started acting like they were into,
Of course.
I never did. I'm like,
Yeah.
do your
Fucking
thing.
posers.
I'm like, that's cool, like, you know, like, so he wake like, so like we started, we exchanged numbers, he would come and like he came that year, like the 2004 is the All-Star game in LA. So we had all these LA exclusive shoes. He came and took everything. I'm like, wait a minute, what's this? And I'm like, hold up, man, let me talk to you for a quick second. Like, what you do? It's like, oh, I send that stuff to Japan and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, like, cause they don't get it in Japan. And like, and then, so like, you make money. It's like, yeah, sometimes I get money. Sometimes they send me stuff that only drops in Japan. I'm like, wait a minute. You telling me we don't get everything in America? It's like, no, because in my head, like coming from outside,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
everything
America's
is here.
the main,
We
like,
only,
the motherland.
we're like, you know,
Yeah.
I think what we got is like what y'all let us have kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, like, all right, cool, y'all can't have this. No, really, that's how I felt. Like,
For
you
real,
know, I
yeah.
felt like when I set my foot here, I'm going to be able to get everything I saw in the Rakim video, in the KRS-One video. I want that. I'm like
Straight
this.
up.
In the Source magazine, because there's no smartphone back then, I want this. Like, you know, like, but come to find out, like, no, there's a gang of stuff that only drop. I'm like, oh, for real? And I'm like, I was always Air Force One since Belgium, because like, that's how I found. Like, you know, I just told you, like, I used to shop on a clearance.
Yeah.
That's what I found on clearance day.
So that's how you got introduced to the Air Force One.
Right, like my first pair of Air Force Ones was the 1997 red metallic jewel mid Air Force Ones. I remember, like, I had good grades, so I give my mom the, hey.
You know, I
grades.
did my part. Was really good. Like,
Foot Locker, let's go. Like, they close at 7. Yeah, like, so, like, so we go, I go straight, like, you know, it's like, I don't even try to look at the J's and none of that, or the Air Maxes and none
You know
of that
that
stuff.
shit's out your
It's straight,
league.
like, you know, like, why? Like, you know, everything is a good mood, let's not mess the vibe. Let's go straight to the clearance section. And I'm looking at him like, man, they dope as hell. I'm looking, holding them up. I still have the pair at home. As like, and like, okay, this is it. Like, you know, Air Force One. I'm looking like back then in Source magazine. That's all the rappers wear. It's not that big in Brussels or Europe at the time because everybody wear Maxes.
They was on the runners,
Air Max
yeah.
90s, Air Max 95, 97. Like that. This is what like the dude who got bred in the hood. That's why he started coming out. I'm not Air Force One.
Right.
But I was so much into I was painting. I was like breakdancing at the time. So like I was fascinated. But like I look at the Source magazine. I was like, oh man, look at rock. Like me and the homies could literally look at the Source for 5 hours straight and look how they dressed. We didn't speak English. It was pointless to read.
Oh yeah, so you were like looking at the
it was
images,
like,
trying to figure out how to get your
literally
swag
we bought
right.
the Source just for the images.
Yeah.
Like, and everything else, as far as music is concerned, it was all vibe. It was all vibe. Like, it's like Tupac, we love Tupac. We felt the vibe, we felt the pain, we felt the struggle. Like, we didn't have to, we understood.
You didn't have to understand, but
we
you could
understood
feel
without
it.
understanding.
Yep.
That's like,
Yep.
like, so, that's why I was like, we were really into it. Like, it's like, look at Rakim, look at like, like the shoe, look at Method Man, all these dudes, like Wu-Tang, those were our, like the people we look up to. Like, Pelly jackets. I don't know if you remember. Like,
Of course I remember Pelly. Come on,
like,
Doc.
I was like Avrex, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is like really fantasy. I was like in a fantasy world waking
Shout
up.
out to
Like,
Papoose, he's still wearing those.
and so like, I'm like, okay, yeah, like, so come back. Like, so I was always into forces. Like what I was like, first was like, okay, I'm getting those because those is on sale.
Yeah.
Then after that, it became an obsession. I used to
Yeah.
be into the mids. I was in the mids first, before the low tops.
Okay.
The mids was the hot ones because you could wear it with your baggy jeans.
With the strap, flapping,
and,
yeah.
I was like, you felt like me, like, trying to, by yourself, like in front of the mirror, like, like you ask your boy, hey,
Trying to get them MySpace poses
like,
right.
like,
You feel me?
Low-key, I look like Nas, right? They're looking at me like, if you don't shut your light skin ass up. All the stuff, like, we was out there fantasy, like we would, how it's your boys, like, let me wear your jacket, let me stuff. Like we would literally put fit together with 5-6 wardrobe,
Frankenstein and other people's shit.
And the funny part, all my homies is big. I'm little. I'm big now because I moved to America, but I was like short and skinny. but I was like, fuck it, I'm still wearing your shit. Today is my day to be fresh. Tomorrow is yours.
You get your turn. Wait a minute, my G.
So the fake Helly Hansen jacket. But it don't matter. Like we looked fresh. That's all that matters.
Hell yeah.
So that's how I met Dre. Then Dre came to find out Dre is Mr. Croatian style.
Yeah.
And without even knowing, even me, Dre, like I talked to him yesterday, funny enough. He doesn't even know he introduced me to the game. I don't think I ever told him.
You never told him that story.
He knows now.
He knows.
Yeah, he gonna know now. Like on a real tip, he gonna know now.
He introduced me like it's bigger than just be fresh with your fit. It's just like literally that day changed my life in a sense because I became very obsessed with sneakers and everything. It's where it's not about getting kicks to go with your fit. It's about getting a fit to go with your kicks.
Yes.
Like this
Yeah,
really
to
how it
start
was.
from the ground
And
up,
like,
yep.
like back then it was like, they had all these brands, Sean John and Academics, Mark Echo and all this stuff.
And
Like,
Nietzsche, all this shit.
that's Mark Echo before it got whack.
Shots fired.
No, I had to let him know because like, I can already see, man, he used to wear Mark Echo. No.
Nah, everybody used to fuck with Echo Heavy. We was wearing FUBU and Fat Albert and all that shit. So
the whole platinum FUBU,
Iceberg
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
like and the Muhammad Ali collection.
Yep.
In LA, you could not wear the Harlem collection. If you're from LA, you're from South Central, you know why you cannot wear the Harlem collection. But honestly, I was in all that stuff, and then like all of a sudden, I'm like, I found about Nike Talk. Like I didn't even have internet. I had to go to college, to the computer lab to get all the stuff. Like,
damn,
and
you really showing your age now. I had to go to the computer lab. I didn't have the internet.
I think it's early 2000 is like. I mean, some people had internet at home. I did. I even had a computer at home.
Yeah.
We keep it 100. Every homework, every paper was done at the computer lab.
Fuck yeah.
And then the half of it was on the internet. Like back then, there was no sneaking news. It was just High Beast.
Yep.
And
Nike
Talk.
yeah.
Nike Talk, and you had uptowns.net. People might not even know about uptowns.net. And you had all this stuff like Nice Kicks came. That's beginning of Nice Kicks and all that. But like uptowns.net. Like that was the beginning of blogging. Like shit looked like mad, like somebody just like paste a picture,
exactly,
3 words under it, and like
it was very like elementary at that time.
That picture, those 3 words had you hyped up for the whole week.
It was everything you needed.
So like that's like the introduction of the silver box for the SBs.
SBs, yep.
Like I was a big Air Force dude, but for some reason, like Dunks couldn't look like a Air Force that I haven't been eating for 3 years. It's like, you know, it's like the skinny version, like the age like HIV Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that fat tongue give it that.
It gave
the
it that
like,
look,
you know, like,
yep.
you know, especially you have to understand. We used to wear baggy jeans.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
couldn't wear
exactly.
Dunks so like
It was all a
ends,
part of the.
The
Yeah.
pants was swallowing the shoe.
Yep.
You either had to wear high top Dunks, or you. But that fat tongue changed everything. So,
Yeah.
like we got introduced to this, and that's where the madness started. Like, you know.
Where you at now in the collection, like numbers wise?
I mean, you came over. You see, like I want to say, I don't count,
Right.
but like 1,000, give or less, maybe a little bit over, maybe a little under. Like, I mean, when you reach a certain point,
When you get up, you don't. Yeah, you stop
like you know,
counting.
like
like,
you
yeah.
know, like you know, like it's not even about that. It's like, but the obsession started, and I think that's really the obsession behind Kicks is revenge on the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole coming out the house with the 20
With last year's,
$29
like,
Air Force.
yeah.
No, not Air Force, but the $29 running Nike. That nobody. These ain't Air Maxes.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
ain't even Nike Air. Those is just Nike.
It's just some shit that
You
was
know,
on the clearance rack. It was just Nike.
Like, you
They
know,
just
like,
got. They just using the name.
Even your closest homies, like, you know, you get to the block where everybody kicking at, and everybody's like. And now I'm like, what
that
now?
look.
I feel like, what now?
Yeah.
What
Hey,
now?
speak on it.
What now? Like,
Speak
I would never,
on
like,
it.
there's like, so this pair marked me a lot, and then the first day of seventh grade,
Metallic
like,
fives.
the metallic five. That's like, then the first day of seventh grade, which is for us in Europe, the first day of middle school.
Middle school. Yep.
Everybody on my block and everybody who was African in my school, which there was not that many, had the classic BW Persian blue on.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I come like literally like, it's sad, you think it's Jim Crow days, like, oh, your friends are over there. So we got our corner where we kick it, and everybody got the classic BW on except
And then what you got?
your boy. I was like, I had some Reebok Classic, I still remember. I had some Reebok Classic, which is cool.
They
Like, you
wasn't
know,
bad, yeah.
I made it look fresh, but it wasn't the classic beat. Like, you know, they look at it like, oh.
Yeah. Like you did what you had to do with what you had,
you
but
know,
it
like,
still wasn't.
Like it's all love, but it's no pity and no mercy at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
Mom got you them Reeboks on sale, huh? So I'm like, yeah, she did.
You already know, man. I ain't even gonna.
That's all right, though. You can look at them. They're nice, huh?
Yeah, they nice. They keep them clean too.
Clean though.
Comfortable than a motherfucker.
So what did you think about? Because you know you such a Air Force One head. What was your thoughts on the Bapesters when they came out with the stars on the side?
Honestly, that's how I looked at it. Like the whole Bape craze, like, because I was there in the beginning, kind of, sort of, 2004, the whole,
Yeah.
the new
Original
hip hop
craze.
world, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
square hip hop guys that do skateboard, like, you know, in the beginning, like, you was getting on.
shit.
No, but like you have to understand, especially from LA, like from
You know,
an
the
LA
pussy
state of mind,
rappers.
like from an LA state of mind where everything has to be gangster.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about like you a nice dude that wear slimmer pants, not skinny at the time,
But yeah, everything was slimming down a little bit,
like
yeah.
dumb colorful, like pink and all
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah.
And like a pink camouflage at the time. But then the hood embraced it real fast after that.
Right.
But I was like, okay, yeah, that's dope. Like, but I was still a rich boy thing.
Yeah.
Because the hoodies was seven. Like there was no Bape store. That's before the Bape store in New York
Yeah.
opened. It was just the
Yep.
craze. It's like only a few had the real deal.
Yep.
And then it was like 7. So of course the hype made you like it. As much as we say.
But you
wanna act
being
like-
an Air Force One purist, though.
no.
like-
I'm talking about the gear. The
No,
whole bit.
absolutely, yeah,
I know,
yeah.
but then I looked at the stuff. I'm like, what is this? Like, my introduction to the shoe is like, what is this? Like, I thought these was straight out the swap meet. Like, come on, man, y'all clown me.
Damn.
What is this? Then, no, it's Babe, homie. That shit costs 10 times a pair of Air Force One. For real? All right, for sure. But what they killed it this time doing that patent leather. But I
Yep,
never
they
owned
did
a pair.
all the crazy
I've
colors
never
on
owned
the
a pair. I was
patent
like, you know, at the end of the day, I felt like I ain't never gonna be the one wearing a fake Rolex.
Right.
So why would I wear a fake
Air Force One.
Yeah, again, that's what it is.
I mean, hey, on some real shit.
Like,
I mean,
I-
they took this.
No, I looked at some
exact
pairs, like,
silhouette.
you know, like, I'm also a nerd. Like, when they did the Marvel pack, I was like, that's so sick. I was like, why Nike?
Oh, yeah, the
Why?
packaging
I was like,
was
Nike,
sick.
why?
Yeah.
The packaging was
Yeah.
Nike,
sick.
why? Like, do this. Like with
Yeah.
the action figure package and, and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I was like, why? There you go. Why? Like, you know, he was like,
Yeah,
man.
they killed that.
Like you was like, man,
Yeah,
come
the
on,
packaging
man.
was bananas.
Yeah,
Like,
that
and then the
shit's-
patent leather, like Nike was still being like very settled. Like they would drop.
Yeah, they weren't
heat.
going too crazy on the
Like,
on the
but then
materials.
honestly, for me, in 06, 05, that's when Nike answered with the Easter Air Force One. They slapped the crap out of Big. They're like, that's how they do it. It's like, sit your ass down now. Okay, we got it. You did something we didn't do. Here, that's how you should have done it.
Yeah.
And then that was it. After that, they dropped a gang of patent leather pairs. Like there's the St. Patty's Days. There was then the next year in 06. That's when they're really crazy.
Right.
06
Cinco
they
de
did
Mayo, right?
the Cinco de Mayo. Those were $75 retail. $75 retail.
Things
Brown
don't
Pride,
change.
$75 retail. The LA ones, the laser with the LA on the side, those were $90 retail.
Mm-hmm.
See, like back then also, she was accessible, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then back then, people in line, very few people, I would say back then, in the early mid 2000, everybody in line was a sneakerhead. Whether he was trying to trade or resell, everybody was,
They was
a
actually
sneakerhead.
of the culture.
A sneakerhead,
Yeah.
so there was a certain respect for the culture. Like I remember like being behind dudes who were trying to buy my size to flip or trade. And I'm like, hey homie,
Like I'm
I
really
need
on
that.
that shit.
Either
Yeah.
like, you know what, don't even trip, man. I'm gonna have something else. I'm gonna get something else. I'm gonna let you have,
The
which would
respect-
never happen.
The respect was there
Never.
because it
Like,
was a
you know,
genuine like love
Like
for actually
you know, like,
rocking
and then
the shit.
that's when we started building friendship. Like,
Yeah.
I became real close to like my boy, another African dude, my boy AC Ashidu, Nigeria, representing the house, man, big time. My boy Andrew, my boy Corey, Brian, Bruce, Daya. I got to shout everybody out
Hell
because
yeah.
we still friends till this day. All the homies, Max, Willie Will, King Poetic, Nail. Like I'm talking about dudes that still talk. We like
Yeah.
somehow all these people we met in this, like, you know, the campouts were fun.
Yeah.
Cause it's like we talk all about kicks. Everybody like, oh man, fuck Forces, oh fuck Maxes. Like, you know, everybody was passionate.
They was
like,
passionate
you know,
about what
like,
they
what
really
you mean? You
fuck
like
with.
Air Jordan 1s? Man, fuck that. Looks like some dunks. And I like real conversation like this.
Yeah,
like,
but it was no animosity.
Like
at all.
it was no it was never about how much you think I can get for this.
Right.
That's all it's
Oh,
about
man.
now.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh man, you hear about that Supreme? When I'm done with this camp out, I'm going straight to Supreme. And like it was none of the like, and none of that.
Man. Yeah, totally.
Man, please, you know, I'm gonna have to say that. Like, what's with all that? Hey, hey, on the set, man, ain't nobody taking my. You lining up for kicks? You ain't a gangster, homie. Leave that shit alone, man. You want to bang? Go hold the block. You lining up for some Supreme? You lining up for some kicks? Leave that gangbanging shit alone, man. It don't go. I'm from South Central. I choose my world. Choose yours. Like, a lot of people comes to a certain side of town and all of a sudden they chest up. Let me tell you, man, some of them about their real life, but 90% when they go back to their hood, they look down and they're scared of the dudes they grew up with. You're not about that life. Okay, Lil Timmy might think you're a real crip. I don't. Like a lot of that like negative shit, like greed and like I camped out for the blue OG Air Max ones for the 30th anniversary. Worst experience of my life.
Really?
And I used to be fun. I'm talking about, I'm 37, I'm still in the game. I love the game, I love kicks. But this really had me hot. I was like, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. People talking about on the set, cuz this. I'm like, dude, you're not about that life. You can't be about that life and then go crazy for some kicks. Like, it don't make no sense. Choose. I ain't mad at nobody who gangbang. I understand. Like, a lot of my close friends didn't choose that life. That life chose them.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, that's another debate. That's another story.
Right.
But this shit is real. Don't fake the fun, because this shit is real.
Right.
And then, because that's how you end up dying. You don't talk shit to the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You don't talk shit to the wrong guy. Like, all right, for sure. Oh, where you from? For sure. You go around the corner, pop, 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 and now you're dead. Like, that's why, like, I mean, LA is kind of cool, but you see the videos on the East Coast, people
course.
fighting, people get stabbed.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
It's
Like,
real. It's not worth it.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth. That's definitely not worth it. Gang banging ain't worth it.
Right.
But like, don't bring that shit. Like, the words don't go together. Like,
Right,
it's
yeah.
like, what's next? We lining up for some DC comic stories, and it's gonna be like, that's my Superman toy, man.
They're banging.
On Krypton, that shit is mine. On Krypton. I'm from Gotham City Cricks to Crip. No, man, shit.
Gotham
Like,
City Crips, nigga. What's
like,
good?
you know, like, you know, no, but that's where it's coming. Like, you don't go with this world.
Yeah, nah, you're right. You're right.
And you're not that guy 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not gonna take I'm not gonna take everybody's stripes away.
Yeah.
There's some real dudes in there, and usually those the quiet ones. That
They ain't
just-
gotta make noise.
They're, they're the
Exactly,
quiet ones that
yeah.
sit back and listen.
Yep.
Or laugh.
Yep.
So it's like that was real sad. So anyway, I'm done venting now.
Hey, this has been a public service announcement brought to you by Afrokix via snkrINC.
But
Nah,
no, like,
but-
hey, like so that's how the whole like back then it was. I mean, I hate to sound like somebody's grandpa, like it's
No,
like the whole
it's
hip hop
real,
shit.
though.
Like
It's-
back then, hip hop was real. I feel like in both world goes together for me, like because that's why like I was introduced to the game by hip hop and sports. Like if you one beauty about growing up being a 80s or late 70s baby is like you got to see the best what the NBA had brought, like the first signature shoes, like Michael Barkley's, Jordans, Pennies, the other brands coming up, like Sean Kemp, like Dominic Wilkins with the pump, where he straight this Jordan on the commercial, like, hey Jordan, you better pump it. Like stuff like that, like D Brown when he dunked and with the like shoes had a huge story behind it.
Right.
It's more than a Supreme collab, and Supreme collabs are dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, of course.
But it's the whole story behind it. There's sweat and tears behind it. More than two guys sitting in a lab designing some shit. Like, so let's figure out a way to take all these kids' money.
Right, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, like So I mean, some of the stuff dope. Like you can't help it. Like hype is part of the game. You can't.
Absolutely.
Hype is no hype, no game. So like hype is part of the game. I ain't mad. Like I'm not a hype beast. To a certain extent, we all are because hype is part of the game.
It brings,
That's
it
hype
brings
is passion.
everybody's-
Passion. Hype brings passion.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which,
Speaking of Supreme
yeah,
collabs,
how do you feel
I
about
mean,
this
yeah.
year's
Have you
story?
seen
Are them runners?
the Nike
Yeah,
Airstreak
so with the
Spectrum?
flames on
I'm a B. I like him.
For real?
I like him. I like
really?
him. I like him. Do I want him?
Yeah.
It's like I don't buy everything. But do I
Right.
like him? Yes, I do.
Okay.
They talk to me. I like you have to understand.
What is it about this that you-
What talks to you
This
on
is
that?
where this is where the kid who grew up in Europe
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Okay,
comes
there
back.
it is.
Because
Okay.
you have to understand, like the whole TN stuff, that little tune-up. You have to understand. In 1997, 98, when the TN came, that was the ultimate hood shoe. If you're from France, the Netherlands, or Belgium, and you grew up in the project or in the hood, that's where all your big homies were having. With the Lacoste windbreaker sweatsuits. That's why, like, a lot of people don't know.
Sophisticated thugs.
Like the Lacoste windbreaker and hat that you see Supreme collab is some straight hardcore
some hood niggas wearing that shit, like, yeah.
Like if you go, like this is why it's to the point. If you were Lacoste top to bottom, I can put pictures out of me Lacoste top. You are guaranteed to get stopped by the police. It's like it's to the point where Lacoste was pissed. Lacoste was pissed.
there was a
like,
bad image
you
for
couldn't
them.
like that's like no, because that's what all hood motherfuckers were wearing.
Yeah.
Like you would go to a club, you see Lacoste, turn around and leave because that shit is whack. Like literally, I'm talking about like we had the all yellow, the all green, the hats, like the camp hats with the two holes with the PK polo. I had all the colors. I thought that was the shit though, but I had all the colors. That was the ultimate hood shit. Like that's why like when they dropped it, they brought it at the same time as the Air Max 98. They brought back that whole era.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people don't know. I think it's the dudes from Supreme Paris who brought that.
They must be, yeah, absolutely, because they
Like-
be the ones that would have lived that back then and bring that nostalgia back.
Like there was, I'm a shout out another huge hip hop classic group from the 90s. It's called Arsenic. Arsenic is like two Congolese brothers that killed it on the mic. They were dope. They're still dope, and they were everything was Lacoste, top to bottom, like to the drawers, to the socks, Lacoste. To the point where they actually wanted to get sponsorship, and they had a whole photo shoot where they're holding a gator on a leash. And they were Lacoste top to bottom, like gators on the
with
leash.
the gator on the leash.
And that's why we knew that Lacoste was not fucking with us. Because Lacoste said, hell no. Send back those pictures, like, we'll buy you some other clothes, man. Just tell us what brand you
don't
wanna
wear our shit.
Don't wear our shit. Like, so like, it was big, like, for anybody. Like, if you was like, I want to say, in the 90s, if you were like, either from, in Europe, and you were originally from either Central Africa, West Africa, or North Africa, that was like the shit, like Lacoste top to bottom. Lacoste top to bottom. So that's why like when Supreme brought it in the photo shoot where like you got the brother was from Africa, where African brother, like he's probably born and raised in France, but he's still African. And then he's down the project and the whole like we used to pull our pants up over here. He had the whole I was like
the whole
amazing.
swag from way back.
Like the whole swag from way like
Yeah.
and now it's like I'm looking at the stuff it's back. Lacoste is back in France. Like everybody in the hood start rocking Lacoste again.
Yeah,
I'm not sure Lacoste too happy about it.
It make the
man.
way, it always
But
comes back in cycles.
comes
When
back
cars
around.
pissed the
But
fuck
I'm
off
telling you,
again.
like seriously, like it was to the point where like a girl wouldn't talk to you if it was Lacoste top to bottom. Like, oh no, you must be one of them guys.
Shit,
Like
you
must
already
be
got
one
that
of them guys.
stigma. dude.
Like and the funny part, me, I've always been a nice kid. Like I was never like I mean, according to my parents, I was horrible, but according to real standard,
them tell it.
But according to standard, I was a good kid. Like I never
Yeah.
did. Like when the homies were like, "Oh, we gonna do this," I'm gonna see y'all later.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Mind your business. You do what you got to do.
Like I feared my father. I loved him, but I feared him.
I think that's every black child. He's like, I can't fuck with
literally,
this
like,
one.
yeah, like I would have get arrested for something. I would have tell the police keep me.
Because what y'all gonna do to me ain't
I
nothing
am
compared to
safe
what
here.
Pop's gonna do.
I am safe here. I got plenty of time. I'm gonna stay in the corner. I'm not gonna bother nobody. You just keep me.
Keep me.
So you go back to talking about the hype. Do you think now we have your side of the story? Like this is very reminiscent of your childhood. But do you think something like this is more like a flex on Supreme, where they just like, let's see if they gonna buy this. Let's see if they gonna eat this up.
No, I don't think so. I think when it comes to Supreme collaborating with big dogs like Nike, it's more like Nike gets, check this out. We're trying to reintroduce this thing.
Exactly.
We're gonna use you because y'all the king of hype. Like, like they on top of the hype mountain. Like, like they're like right there.
King of
big.
hype.
They got the
Yeah,
flag on top
No,
of Mount
come
Hype.
on, man. You can
Not
like,
hype more.
Mount Hype.
seriously, like, I mean, after, to the point when I even seen the first picture of the Louis Vuitton Supreme T-shirt, I thought it was like, man, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some shit straight out of China. Ain't no fucking way on, excuse my French, but ain't no way on earth somebody like Louis Vuitton is collaborating with a skateboard brand, no matter how hype it is.
Yeah.
And then next
then
week
the
I
shit
get the
blew
big
the
slap.
fuck-
Like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Like this big.
Yeah.
What's after that?
There is nothing after that.
Right.
Like honestly,
I mean-
like I wouldn't be surprised if Old Boy sells the brand next year. Because what's after that? Like I mean,
a
after
great
that, like
question.
if
Yeah.
I come to the market, I'm like, I want to sell my brand. What's your brand? Okay, how much?
How much you want? Yeah, you right. You give me the number. We write
Like
the
here,
check.
like this blank check. Write what much you want.
Yeah.
Like, I think they got the power to into like Air Max 98 was never big. Not in Europe, yes, but in the US, it was
No,
never
you're right.
big.
Yeah, you're right.
So
And that shit sold the fuck out.
they're sick to me. I like them. I really, really like them. They're
Yeah.
dope. But I'm just saying, like, most people got the Air Max 98 Supreme. 90% chance they don't have
They
no
don't
other
have
Air Max
any-
98.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I want to say 85% chance they don't even have other Air Maxes.
That's right, yeah. No Air Max.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
so Supreme, I mean, the power they have is incredible.
It's amazing. It
Like, I mean,
is.
the brick,
To see,
the brick,
like, yeah,
the brick.
yeah.
I'm like, I want to meet this guy who said
Who
we
said
gonna do
we
a
gonna
brick.
stamp a
I
Supreme
want to shake
brick.
your hand. I want to shake your hand because he's like, look what I'm gonna let these motherfuckers do. I'm gonna make them buy a fucking brick. And come,
And they did it.
Come
and
on, man.
and the majority of them shipped.
deal.
They shipped
Shipped
broken and all kind of shit was
a
cracked.
brick. It's
like,
a brick. It's not a T-shirt.
It's like
not-
25 cents
it's
at
not
Home
some
Depot.
drawers.
I had a screenshot of somebody there was one that was going on eBay, and it was over a stack, and it was clocking. Like it wasn't one of those ones that it's like on the
I'm gonna
high
put
end
this
that's
number,
just chilling
like,
there
yeah.
forever. It's like literally like it was moving.
But no,
there
but
was
some-
bids
but they-
over a stack, and it's
Sometimes it's like I can put some on eBay right now and call Steve, call Daniel, call everybody. Be like, hey, let's bid on
Try
that
and get
shit.
it moving.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
it
those
gets-
Yeezys
yeah.
went for 90,000. Y'all stupid if y'all think anybody's paid 90,000 for some Yeezys.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
y'all smarter than that, or at least I like to believe y'all smarter than that.
You'd be surprised, man.
No, Supreme can do anything. Like it's to the point. Like when sometimes with the homie, I talk man, like the brick was like it's genius. Come on, man, I made a brick and I sold out. Man, stand up.
That's how you know. Yeah.
Like you sold out of a brick.
That's how you know you really on that that wave. Ain't no fucking coming back from that. Like you are that fucking
I'm like,
brand.
if anybody from Supreme is watching, please make a dildo. I want to see how much shit you got to I want to see motherfuckers. I
Hey,
want
you
to
might
see
be onto
motherfuckers on the
something.
ground. We're like,
You might
holding that.
you might be onto something.
make a dildo just to see if the dildo sell out. That's it.
They
That's it.
Make
They
a
can do
dildo, make a
anything
Supreme dildo and a Supreme fleshlight, and let's see what
No,
really
no,
happens.
no, no, no. Come on, man, the brick. Like I mean,
Yeah.
They did
That-
an
I-
anti-social social club.
Yeah, Huff did one of those too. Them little
What?
fuck-
They did a fleshlight.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they did. Supreme did everything. Like like Swiss knives.
They the king of fucking branding accessories. Like they fucking crushed it with that
Fire
shit.
extinguisher.
Yeah, the fucking crowbar, all kind of
I
shit.
mean, like, you know, I mean, that's dope. I get it. Like, it's the whole collecting thing, but the brick.
The brick, yeah.
The brick. Come on, man. The brick. It's a brick.
It's just a brick. It's a brick.
It's like you tell me that fire extinguisher, like, at least
they do have some use.
Shit hits the fan. You use it.
You got some use for it, but a brick.
What, you gonna do, break a window?
And then go get your brick back?
Yeah, because you ain't throwing that.
You gonna start a riot?
Yeah.
You gonna be the freshest nigga out the riot.
$500 brick.
Make sure K9 catch that one. But like seriously, man, it's genius. I can't be mad.
Yeah,
I'm not mad.
wild.
It's like we do whatever we want not to.
Yep.
That's why
Absolutely.
I say, please, a dildo. I just want to see them. I want to see them with a dildo. I want to see them with a dildo. Like, you know, by the time they post the picture, it's too late. I screenshot it. You can't take it back.
Oh shit! All right, next up on our current events, Jordan Brand actually released a sample, which I didn't realize it came directly from Jordan Brand, but they released the Air Jordan 1 that was paying homage to home, where they Frankenstein pretty much half of Chicago one and half of Bread one. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think this. Honestly, I'm a big Jordan 1 fan.
Okay.
My first pair of Jordans that I bought myself were the Bread ones when I moved to the US, and I paid $49.99 for it. What? Let me check this out.
That's crazy.
Jordan 1s, I don't know, I can talk for the whole nation. But in LA, patent leathers, all of these, sitting, 49, 29. They're like, please take them.
Damn.
Like, I still got my pair. Like my OG Breads. Like, I bought them. I love them because they're my favorite Jordan because I'm a big Nike head, and those actually have the swoosh.
Yeah.
And also the whole thing, this is the first pair of Jordan I ever bought myself.
Exactly. There's a story tied to it for you.
Yeah. But, like, you
I like
know,
that
like
it's
Jordan
still-
1s
still
was
sound the middle.
like, even till, I don't know, I won't be able to tell you, but like, even when they start bringing Jordan 1 back, easy cup. Like, you know,
It
like,
wasn't easy for me to get the first time they did the Bread ones back
no,
in, like,
that with the Nike
what,
Air.
08?
You're talking about Nike Air.
Wait.
Or you talking about the
No,
Jordan
they
1?
didn't have the Nike Air on
You
the
talking
top.
about with the strap? Or the
Yeah,
one that came?
they were the straps. What year was that? 2008?
Yeah, I don't
Probably.
know.
And then they had the pack with the Celtics
I almost
colorway.
broke up
Oh
with a girlfriend
yes.
for that.
Yes.
This, I don't know where you went and shop because these were sitting. I had them at my store. I was like, please buy them. Come on.
Please take these.
Yeah, strap out, pant over the back, all good.
No, but
Yeah,
like,
they
but
were
the strap.
all
I was
good.
not a fan of the strap, but like even
No,
those
no
like that
strap.
go for done bread, the shadows, the first shadows with the Jumpman,
Yep.
the leather on it is of the chain. It's just as good as the original band ones. $49.99 at my store. The last pair I sold, I think I sold them cheaper because the sole was yellow. The midsole was yellow. Nobody
That's how
wanted
long
it.
it was
Like I'm in the retail business. You can't tell me stories. I was there.
Yeah,
And
you
when it
lived
comes
it.
to the hood, the west side of South Central, I'm the #1 stop. So you can't tell me what you like. Oh, you was like, I could never get, how you could never get them?
Because they was sitting on my fucking shelf.
Like same thing, Air Max 97 Golden Bullet or Silver Bullet, $29.99. Please take them. Flight Posit, please take them.
That's crazy.
Like,
What do you
and
think?
I'm the buyer, so my boss, when shit sits, he look at me
He
like,
looking at you like, what you doing? Why you? Yeah.
Call
that's
Drake.
what you do with my money.
Why you got all this shit that just sitting on my shelf?
Like, you know.
What do you think changed the way that people consume it now? You know,
But
because the
also,
same
like,
shit that's coming back around
it's also
ain't sitting.
It's a different generation too. It's a different generation too, and you gotta give props to the marketing monster that Nike is.
Yeah.
You know, like when it comes to Air Max, the whole Air Max day is beyond genius.
Yeah.
It's like you look at it, you like, I just created a holiday.
Literally, yeah.
Happy Air Max
Like we
Day.
look for 326 on the calendar every
No,
year.
we
but-
have to understand is like, it's only the third year going. Imagine us 20 years from now. And Steve's be like, hey, I'm having barbecue for Air Max Day. Make sure you bring all the kids. And then like, you know, then I'm coming with my kids. And I'm like, man, they're shitting on your kids.
Yeah.
Because look, I got him the OG 99. I got him the first pair of Air Max, you know, like, you know, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be to this point.
Yeah.
Like, they created a holiday. Like now there's Adidas can try to create a holiday. It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah.
They did it.
Yep.
Air Max Day.
Yeah.
How genius is this? It's like they were talking about it on the radio, and it's the hype goes beyond sneakerheads because we sneakerheads, so it's kind of easier to get us. But when you get people that don't know a
The average
damn
consumer.
thing about kicks,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, no, it's Air Max Day. What you gonna wear for Air Max Day? You won.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah.
Nike is a marketing monster. At the end of the day, Yeezy might be with Adidas now, but he started with Nike.
That changed everything.
Yep. That definitely changed the game. And if you look at like even the Flyknit racers that's coming back, the ones that he wore, the white and black pair, nobody was fucking with those until Kanye wore them. And then them shits just flew.
That's another the thing that I have a hard time understanding. Like, you know, like I want to say, growing up, and I'm sound like somebody's grandfather.
Nah, you good.
It's
We
like
need
back
that.
in our days, like we were influenced just as much as these kids. Like we loved Rakim, we love KRS-One, we love Jay-Z, we love Kanye because Kanye has been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
Like Kanye changed the game for us too, for my generation too. We started wearing slimmer stuff and all stuff, but Kanye influenced our style. Now these kids, they wearing Kanye costumes. It's Halloween. What you gonna be for Halloween? I'm gonna be Kanye.
What you gonna be after that?
What you-
Kanye.
I'm gonna be Travis Scott. Like, look, I got the braids just like it's. You see the pictures on the blog, like fit for fit, stitches for stitches.
Yep.
And like you got the dude wearing this. Like I remember it was like this guy, this white dude had the black box Supreme T-shirt, some jeans, the black 750s, and the same flannel RRL, the same fit. Like if Kanye had like a silver bracelet with a golden bullet on it, he would
would've
have
had the same shit.
It's like it's no more like you're not wearing a fit, you're wearing a costume.
Yep. For real.
No,
No
that's how I feel.
individuality,
Identical.
man.
Yeah. There's
And it's
no
like
originality.
we had influence. Like of course I wanted to look like like Method Man and the Wu-Tang and
Dead
this.
ass. I look like Nas, right?
But you ain't come out like I love, baby.
Yeah, low key.
in the
I look
all
like
yellow.
Nas, right?
If you move real fast. No, but like you know what I mean. Like we were influenced. We wanted to look like them, but I still had to bring
Your own
the
flavor
little
to it.
switch of Hassan. You still
Yeah.
had like now I feel like those kids is like, and I'm scared because I got my nephew and all that. Like I'm scared. Like you're not gonna do this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to let them be like my nephew right now. He wants to wear Under Armour, and I'm like,
lot
I'm
of the young
breaking
kids
my
are-
back so you can be the kid I wasn't, but you wanted to wear Under Armour. And at first I was like, what is this kid telling me? Then I'm like, man, let him be him.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Laker fan. He's a Golden State fan. I live with it.
And that's why he want to wear Under Armour.
Yeah. A lot of the
that's it.
young kids are really on
And
that.
this
Under Armour
year,
tip.
this year he wanted to wear KDs too. And I'm like, all right, that's what you want. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you. I'm
You
gonna
gotta let
you
him
be you.
figure out who-
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you be.
You
you.
can't
And then I was
force
like,
too much of it
you have
on
to
him.
understand, like, since he stopped wearing toddlers and all that, now that he's like a GS size, I'm like, that's cool. Wear all the Under Armour you want. Because that stuff is expensive. What I'm paying for his GS size is what I used to pay for my
For
adult
your
size not
adult,
too long
yeah.
ago.
Yep.
So I was like, man.
And
like,
they growing like weeds now, so he's gonna be out of
and
them
not
in 2
just that,
months.
like
man.
he act like it's free. He comes out the house, come back, and the shoes. What happened? Y'all don't play soccer with rocks? What y'all play with it? Like it's serious. Like I don't got it like that. But at the same time, you know, it's like it's your pride and joy when you're a little man. Like it's not my son, it's my nephew. I got no kids, so it's the same for me. He comes out and he's fresh, and I'm looking at him. He don't even know I'm excited. I'm more excited than him. Like look at him, he's fresh. Like I was walking out the house looking down. Like he's walking out.
He walking with his chest poked out. Yeah.
Like so, like the Sepa, they don't even care. We care more than they do.
Yep. It's kind of like you pass the torch a little bit,
Yeah,
though.
like,
You get to
like-
live. You get to live vicariously through the youngins now. 'Cause
Yeah, so like
even
that.
though you're still in the game, obviously, but
You know, I'm just saying, like now it's like a lot of that. Like I used to rock Supreme back in the day. It wasn't that crazy. Like a Kermit T-shirt, the resale price was $150 at the very most for the red or the black. The white one was resale $100.
Yeah.
It was never out of control. Like I remember where undefeated Jordan 4s were. You could get a pair for $4,000. Well, I don't know what happened, and I ain't mad at the entrepreneurship and the ambition in making your bread. Like I'm not no hater. Like you know, if God bless you with way to make money and you're making bread, and being mad at you is like being mad at God because everything comes from God. It don't make no damn sense.
Right.
But what happened? Like we love kick so much because we we not the rich kids. We couldn't wear Gucci. We couldn't wear Burberry. We couldn't wear Prada. So we wore the fly Nike. But now we can't even wear the fly Nike no more. Because the rich kid don't take it from us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 37. If I want to do the stupid choice of dropping $500, $600, $700 on a shoe, it's on me.
It's on you, right? Exactly.
But it's not necessarily the responsible shit to do.
Right.
I get it. You're a baller. God bless you. But this is supposed to be our shoe. This is supposed to be the people's shoe. The people can't drop 500 on every shoe.
Right.
Like when you take that away from us, what we got left?
I feel you.
Because that's what, like, at the end of it, just like hip hop, just like everything, like this is the culture of the people. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that because you're rich, you can't be a dope MC.
Right.
But like, you can't feel the struggle, you can't feel the pain behind it. Like
You don't have the
like
same emotions.
like it's the same thing. Like just like I said, like it's revenge on the past. I couldn't wear it, so I wear it now.
Hell yeah.
But now, like, you can't even wear it. Like, it's to the point. GSI would sell out. Can I buy my nephew some kicks? Or can the single mom who worked hard and her son brought a transcript but his kid, she buys her son some kicks? Like, we could do that back then.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, like that's like where the dark side of our culture, know. The dark side of our culture.
Well, if you tune in to Dash Radio right now, that is our time. But if you would like to keep the conversation going with us, please make sure you tune in to snkrINC.com. Because as you can tell, my man is very passionate right now. So we're not cutting this off yet. So please tune in to snkrINC.com. But that has been our time on Dash Radio, and we will see you here next week. Oh man, but no, to keep this shit going, like I'm not even trying to like,
I
tell you, this is gonna go like,
this
feel
is
like 10
not,
minutes.
exactly. This shit just goes.
Yeah.
But no, everything you're saying though is 100%, and that there is a dark side of the game that, it gets touched on here and there, but it doesn't really get spoken about. Like,
but I get it. Like like this culture is based on material, and material will attract fakeness.
Yep.
It's not. Like, even though it's related a lot with hip hop and all this stuff, sports and all that, it's not the same. Like, it takes talent to be a rapper. At least it did. Yeah, I gotta say it. But it still takes talent to be a ball player. Yeah, you can't fake that.
You can't fake exactly. I mean, some people trying, but
no, you can't fake that. Yeah, you can't fake that. You ain't gonna make the draft if you're trash. That's not gonna happen. Like, people ain't gonna put millions of dollars behind you, and you can't even shot a free throw.
Right.
Shoot a free throw. But so it's gonna, like, I get it. Like, you can be mad at everything and be that bitter dude, like, be the old guy, even though I'm not that old. But
I'll be the bitter guy for you.
Since it's based on material, it's gonna attract fake people and people who just want to stunt and all. But I feel sometimes it's taking a really ugly turn, and that's why y'all know me, but a lot of people don't. I don't go to SneakerCon and all and I think those events are dope. But I feel like the only way for me to still enjoy and appreciate the game is kind of keep my distance.
Keep your distance, yeah. You don't want to surround yourself by the oversaturated hype.
No, like I said, my last camp out experience really had me hot. Not as in I'm mad, but disappointed. And I'm like, this is what because I experienced the good side of it, where it was fun, where I made friends. Like, I'm talking about dudes that we really homies. Like, I went to their wedding and all of that stuff. Like, like we really, we go birthday parties, and we met through the game. Like, there's dudes I talked to. I met people that live in France, Japan, China, England, the Netherlands. Like, especially now with today's iPhone, iMessage, we talk on a regular. Yeah. It's stuff that, that's crazy that I can be able to be friends with
you can stay
people
connected with people all
that sometimes culturally we have nothing in common. Or we from different social background or anything. But we super cool because we have that and we're genuine about it. And then it's taking an ugly turn, or maybe because I'm older and more mature, I look at it from a different standpoint. But that's why I kind of keep my distance. And that's why I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
Because it's I was telling John, I can feel the realness.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can feel the realness. It's it is not no ass kissing shit. It's we miss it so much. So when I see it, I embrace it. I like it. Thank you.
Yep. It's a familiar
It's that barbershop
vibe. I miss it so much. And y'all grown too. Is I get it. I don't necessarily relate to a lot of stuff because I'm a different generation. So I gotta accept the fact that I'm getting older and then that they gonna like what they like.
Right.
Just like I like what they like, what I like.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But the whole ugliness of it and all the.
Yeah, I feel like you're saying like it's almost getting to a point where you almost don't want to associate with it, just because there's so many people that don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
It's like.
Where it's like I don't want to be associated with those people, but now they're
just doing it for the
into
wrong
my
reason.
Honestly,
culture,
it's like
you know what I mean?
I feel
Where
like
it's conflicting.
like I feel like my culture has been gentrified. Like I'm heavily involved
That's
in
a
that.
perfect noun. That's a
Like,
perfect
It's
way
like
to,
it's like I feel
explain
like
it.
what's going on in my hood right now, with my hood is being gentrified, where like I'm scared that next year I might not be able to afford rent, even though back then that was the only place we could afford rent.
Right.
And I feel like it's the same thing. The culture has been gentrified.
Damn.
With people that like that don't necessarily care. Like it's the cool shit to do right now. I'm gonna do it regardless how you feel about it. And if you don't think it's just like these. I hate to be just like these rappers. Like I'm whack, but I don't care because I'm popping, and you don't like it, you don't like it.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if I heard the culture or not.
Because they only out for themselves.
Yeah, and I get it. Like, this is America.
Yeah.
This is America. Like we can't just act like, united we stand. It sounds good, and that's why it's written on our dollar bill, but it ain't the fact. Like these brothers getting killed by the police every day. People
Every
act like it's
fucking
okay.
day. Yeah.
We out there bombing the Middle East. Where's the fuck is our freedom doing over there? Since we're fighting for our freedom, what the fuck? Can we please bring the freedom back and leave these people alone? Like that's it. Like it's on some real shit. The culture has been gentrified, and I like when the culture brings people together. Like there's a cultural exchanges, all this stuff, but we don't have that no more.
Right.
Like when it's cool that the sneaker game brought people from all places and all this stuff, and he brings a lot of there's people who made bread, like people who changed their life, who became entrepreneurs, saw a dollar sign, and that's okay. That's okay. Why should Nike and Puma and Adidas be the only one making money? I love it. The fact that you got dudes who started with $1,000 budget and now they're rolling. It's beautiful. But now it's kind of taking an ugly turn. PEs didn't used to go for that much. And most of the time you had PEs because you had good connect and you had one of your boys that worked in Portland or whatever.
Right.
And he's like, hey man, I got this guy, he's really cool. I like him here. And then like the first dude, like people used to get hooked up and then people start feeling bad, like, hey man, let me throw this guy a few bucks, like just to show appreciation. Let me buy him a gift and all the stuff. And then then that's when the whole crazy shit happened. I don't know if you heard about it's a federal case where these two dudes got taken to court. The feds went like the guy that was running the whole promo PE program.
Oh, yes,
was getting like instead of like producing like 12, 24 pairs, he was running 100.
Yep.
And then
putting
everything
them out
was going on.
yep.
And that's where I get it. You gotta make your bread, but like I don't want to feel like I'm the guy that's hating on a successful guy, man. Hey, you got a family to feed, or even if you ain't got no family to feed, if you're out there trying to prosper and better yourself and live a better life, this is America. Shit, that's what I came for.
Yeah.
Be me mad because you did it. Like that's why I moved thousands of miles away to do the same thing. But like since my approach on the culture and my relationship with the culture is so passionate more than money, because I already worked in retail business, so I never felt like I could have done 100 times. Like my boss take really good care of me. God bless them. I used to get stuff for cost. Like the shoe, if the Jordan is 150, I pay $85. Who does that?
Right.
Like like even if you like a buyer for Foot Locker, you don't get the love I get. But I never abused the love. I could have been like, hey, let me grab this. Even the one I don't like, I'm gonna flip him because it's not me.
It's not. Yeah.
It's not me. I ain't mad at the dude doing it, but it's not me.
Yeah.
But
and that's why you get so much love, because people know it's genuine and it's pure, and you're not gonna take advantage of any of your
so like and then for my boss it's just dollar sign, but that's a business.
Right.
He didn't like like he doesn't have to care about the culture. He's there like a retail business. I feed my family with it. And that's it. But I feel like unfortunately the culture, and then also like the new generation. You can't expect a new generation to think like you.
Right.
Just like our parents could not expect us to be like them.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like how I feel about the shoe game is how a lot of all hip hop heads feel about hip hop right now.
Hip hop, yeah, that's so true, man. And I think we talk about it a lot too. With I personally, and I'll be a self-proclaimed Boost guy. Like I love the Yeezys and the NMDs and the Ultra Boosts, and Dano is usually strictly Air Max, excuse me, Jordans, like the bigger shoes that he likes. because it brings a lot of nostalgia. And I think a lot of people now are just on the Yeezy train or the NMDs just because that's what's hot, that's what's hype right now. There's no like connection to it whatsoever.
Because how can you be connected to a Yeezy 350?
Tell me a
No,
story.
just
Tell me the
if
story.
a Yeezy fan. But the only problem, I'm gonna be honest with you, the only problem, like, cause I ain't mad at somebody that like, Yeezy's an incredible artist. I'm not a big fan of what he does now or the person is becoming, but that's on me. You know, like
you can't
he's not
downplay
here
his
to please
craft
me.
whatsoever.
Yeah, but what I want to say is like, Yeezy for Yeezys. I see Yeezy Boost every single day.
Yep.
To me, like, dope shoes supposed to make you feel special. And for the people out there who wear Yeezy Boost, please explain me what's special about wearing the same shoe everybody.
Everybody else got it's so true.
Complex
at
Con this year? Oh my God. Seriously. Like, this was the outfit. Life of Pablo Tour t-shirt, some kind of jeans, and Beluga Yeezy 350s. I seen, I was like, wow. It's like a wave of Beluga. It's like, to the point you're like, man, am I high? What's going on? Like, that's all you saw.
Yeah.
It's like, what's special about it?
And that, it's like when you see people out in the wild now or whatever, and you see them in Yeezys, you're like, you're probably not really ahead. Like, you just either got bread that you can pay resale for those Yeezys, or you got a plug somewhere, but you aren't actually like
You
of the
dropped the
culture.
stack,
Like, you know.
and so did everyone
Then
else.
it's like,
Yeah.
you can expect to be everybody here. That's not that, like.
No, of course
shoes,
not.
like, people
Of
gonna
course
wear
not.
shoes. Like, you know, if you like the Yeezy because you're Yeezy fan, that's cool. Like, you know, but it's like, it's to the point where like you're out there killing yourself, lining up, paying big time money for a shoe that everybody got. It's like paying $500 for a pair of white on white Air Force Ones. It's the same thing. And God knows it's a classic. I love the white on white. You can't hate on a classic.
Uptown, baby.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, when at the end of the day, you walk in any the sneaker event or any dope event like this, and you got a pair of Yeezy ones, the black ones, the gray ones, the tan ones, which is the best colorway in my opinion, or any of the
Oxford
Yeezy
tans,
2s. And of course, the Red October is always going to make a little more noise because the high all happened and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, like, because this part of the game too, shitting on people is part of the game. Like, you know,
Absolutely.
let's keep our,
Yeah.
like, you know, I ain't gonna play the guy like, oh, well, I'm just being humble. And that stuff, you know. No. Oh, you got nice 6 no, they're just regular shoes. Nah, yeah, homie, I
Nah,
do.
you gotta
Like,
stunt.
so like, but at the end of the day, if you walk in a party where everybody got a Yeezy Boost and you got a pair of Yeezy 1 or Yeezy 2s, you don't shit on everybody. It don't matter what you got on top. You can have a Gap t-shirt from your grandma
even though-
with a mustard stain. They might, you know what? The sad part is tomorrow.
probably-
Everybody
That might be the wave,
That might be
yeah.
the wave. Be like, I didn't do that on purpose. You know, I just didn't have time to do laundry. No,
But
like,
then that makes people like yourself stand out even more, you know, and you can actually appreciate, you know, the stuff that you pull out because you're not just following the crowd and you're not just doing what everybody
that's
else
too
is
much.
doing.
I think
right
Adidas is making a big mistake.
now. How so?
It's too many of them. The zebra, like, I'm in a retail business, so I know all these things. Foot Action downtown LA had 300 pairs. Shoe Palace Melrose had 300 pairs. The Foot Action in Delamo had 200 pairs. In between 3 stores, we have 800 pairs in the same city. That's 3 stores. They drop in other locations too. Come on, man.
Yeah. Now that does go back to what Kanye originally said when he started making Yeezy with Adidas.
Everybody
He
gonna be
said
able to have
he wants everybody to be able to get a pair.
Yeah, but then make him $400.
Yeah.
Because not everybody
Yeah,
got 200.
everybody, right?
Yeah.
No, but that's like, let's keep it 100. Like, you
No,
know.
I get you're absolutely
I
right.
mean, not everybody live in LA, like, but you know, LA paying rent is a struggle.
Fuck yeah, it is. On some real shit.
Like, you know, 1 year rent is people's home in other states.
Where we from, that's absolutely, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, so, I'm just saying, like, you know, you can't be happy about everything. Like, the game is still dope.
Yeah.
Nike's still dropping dope stuff, but that's part of being a marketing monster. Like, you know, when you sign a dude like Kanye, or you create your own holiday, or you make dope videos, it's gonna generates hype.
Yep.
And also, like, I think there's more people into it because, like, now we 3-4 generation deep in the game. You got dudes like me that are 37. You got dudes a bit older than me. You got dudes that are 30, 25, And now you got kids that are 15. Like, I saw a video of some sneaker con or stuff. You had a 15-year-old kid wearing some Nike mags. I mean, I can be mad at that. I can be mad at that.
Crushing the game.
Like, you really $10,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Get
wasn't
outta
around
here.
when Back to the Future 2 came out. Get
No,
the fuck out of here.
No.
You don't even know what this is
Yeah,
from.
you don't even know.
But no, let's keep it 100. Most people that are Star Wars fan were not around in 1977.
Well, of
when Star Wars
course,
came.
of course, yes.
You know, so like it's like those are timeless movies.
Yeah, but I don't wear Star Wars shirts and shoes. Like, I consider myself
You
a Star
must be
Wars
true.
fan, but I'm not like repping it like that.
No, because
You
you're
know
not
what I
that type of kid. You're not that type
Yeah.
of kid.
Like my brother, my oldest brother, for sure. He had like the cassette tapes. I think
I
he
got
still
t-shirts.
wears
Like,
shirts.
you know, like
Yeah.
at home right now, I got a dozen of Black Panther t-shirt waiting to be really, because I'm gonna go watch it 12 times.
And I'm wearing a Black Panther
I
shirt
love
every
it.
fucking time I go.
Like, you have to
Crispy.
understand. Like I got this dope t-shirt I found online. It's like Black Panther with the Biggie crown.
Oh shit.
Like I mean, like this stuff like this exciting. Like you have to understand.
Yeah.
He's my hero. He's the African superhero. He's mine. I don't
Yeah.
want to share with nobody. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you have this one. No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I'm just being funny. But like stuff like this excites the shit out of me. I went like, you know, like I'm literally trying to force, like, you know, like my nephew. I'm like, this is the hero at home. He's like, no, but I say no.
No, nigga, this.
I don't
Is
call
your
my-
hero.
like, I don't curse about my nephew.
Right,
but,
right.
yeah, but like, this is a Black Panther home. He's like, why? I say, here. I even sent him, like, you know, there's the YouTube videos where they say, like, he's much stronger than Captain America and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have, like, you know, like I'm light skinned, but the rest of the family is all dark skinned. I'm like, he looks like you. like this is, I was like, in Africa and everything, like, you know, like, like, you know, I'm like, yeah, that's hype. That's hype, like, but like, so like, I get it. Like when people wear the C3PO t-shirt and all, like, I'm not a big Adidas fan, but I got from the Star Wars because I love Star Wars. Like, I remember coming, like, you have to understand, like, the movie was shot in Africa, in Tunisia. Tatooine is a real place. It's a city, and that's what's dope too. Instead of like, oh, you know what, we're gonna call this place Tatooine because the place we're shooting at is Tatooine. It's a Amazigh village in the south of Tunisia. I actually visited the site. Even the way they designed the village is stuff to the original Amazigh architecture. That was sick. Like, I was like that was dope. I was like, oh man, they really did that. Like, I mean, I was born in '79. Like, first time I saw Star Wars, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's it. This is life. Forget every other movie. So like, I get it. Like, you know, I never was that guy because, you know, of the whole hood, tough mentality.
Yeah, you can't.
I
be
can't
like,
walk out the house with a
yeah,
C3PO
man, I fucking
t-shirt.
love Star Wars.
But I wear it at the house. I wear it at the house. I wear it at the house. It's like, you know, so like, but I ain't mad at nobody, like, you know,
Yeah.
wearing C3PO t-shirt and all this stuff. Like, same thing, anything Marvel and all that. Like, but like Black Panther, like, it's gonna be lit.
That's you, huh?
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be damn.
How do you feel about the Puma collab?
Oh yeah.
It's super.
It's
whatever.
they definitely
One,
didn't do it
this
justice.
is probably the darkest all black shoe I own.
No,
You know,
but like,
that's two, and then the sock. And
I mean, they didn't do nothing.
They
Like,
didn't do
the shoe. Like, I
nothing.
got the shoe at my store. I sell that shoe.
Oh, you got
the
it.
all
Okay.
black. They just added a little thing on it. That's
On the eyelets?
Yeah, it has absolutely nothing to do with Black
Yeah,
Panther.
they-
This
they-
does not scream King T'Challa. It does not scream Wakanda. It does not scream superhero. It scream what in the world is going on. That's
And
the only thing.
do you think that's a miss on Bates' part? Because this is a Bait
No,
collaboration.
but like, it's not a miss on Bait Park. It's like, I think what Bait is doing is incredible.
Oh no,
Yeah, they're
absolutely.
killing it
Yeah,
right
they're
now,
doing
for
a lot
sure.
of dope collabs.
But I think, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, Bait say we're gonna do a collab. We're gonna pay homage to King T'Challa. I mean, Black Panther, to Marvel, to the Marvel world, the universe, and all that stuff. And Puma, that's what they came with. This is what we're gonna do. Like, it's not. I think they were pressed for time. SneakerCon is coming out.
Yeah.
Can we do this? Because at the end of the day, the whole point is just like I say, how Nike used Supreme to introduce some new silhouette or some old silhouette.
Right.
That's what they did. That's one of the new Puma stuff. I
Yeah,
think
the
it's,
knit
Yeah,
collab.
the
I
Clyde
think
with the
it's-
sock and
it don't even make sense because it's a regular rubber sole. Like, you know, the whole point about knit is to be lighter and everything. But if you're gonna do
Right.
the same rubber heavy sole,
What's the point?
what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
to me, it's not a lot on Bait, because Bait is doing their thing. They keep pushing the envelope, they keep pushing the boundaries, and bringing so much different world together, like the Shrek Diadora collab. I think it was genius to me. Like, and the funny part, that's how I found out. I was talking to one of the rep from Clark Wallabies, and I'm like, y'all should do a collab with Breaking Bad. And they say, oh, that's already in the making with Bait. I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I mean, it's not like I was gonna do anything. I ain't got I don't have the plug or
the clout like
the
that.
network to make it happen. I'm just saying, like, this is how far they go. Like, they think outside the box. Because, you know, Heisenberg wears Wally's for 5 straight seasons.
I noticed that right away.
This was like me. Like, I'm a huge fan of Sons of Anarchy. And if you pay attention,
He wears Air Forces.
for the whole for the whole 6, each and every episode. The last episode of the last season, what happened? He takes him off. What happened right after he takes him off? He died.
He did.
He died.
Yeah.
You should have kept him on.
Take your Air Forces off.
It's got to be the
My roommate
shoes.
used to watch that show. I didn't watch all the episodes. I'd watch it if he was watching or something. That was the first thing I noticed when I watched that show. I was like,
Jack Steller.
how is
His name
this
is Jack
dude
Steller.
rocking a motorcycle all the time, have pristine all white Air Forces on?
Because you're about that life.
Yeah, he
'Cause you're
kept
about
them
that
clean.
life.
They're never dirty, ever. I was like, how is this happening?
Except the last pair, like, you know, like, actually, my Mash from Boston, he did a pair for my boy, God bless his soul, Slobodan forever, Count Pinchos Crew. He had, because my boy Josh Slobodan, the brother I'm wearing on that shirt right here, like, who unfortunately passed away in 2015, who was a huge Air Force head, and he was a big fan of the show. Mash made him a pair. I think you can, if you can Google that, that'd be dope. Like Mash 275. Air Force One, Sons of Anarchy.
I've not seen this.
Yeah, I haven't either.
He did it for my boy. God bless his soul. And by the way, shout out to the Cow Punchers crew, my boy Cal, my boy Tone, and rest in peace, Josh, all the time, forever.
You see him?
Let's see what we got.
I don't think he can. That would be nice, but he might not be able to.
Might not be able to search them.
Add Slobodan, Slovadon. Nah,
No, you probably, I don't.
too bad. But he did a sick pair for him. Like, shout out to Mash, and incredible
he does
talent
awesome
and career.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does.
That too, like, is like, I think he feel like his game got gentrified. Because we went from
my God.
Yeah,
we went from
absolutely.
510 customizer to a gazillion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his quality still shines.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause
it's definitely top of the pyramid.
hey
and
man,
then
like,
it
you know,
trickles
like,
down.
art is not for one person. Like,
That
you know,
whole
if you-
industry has changed.
I met this young lady at my store. She does porcelain pieces.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick. Like, y'all should look her up. Named London. She does really dope pieces. Like, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the beauty about, like, how you got people that embrace the culture, but they come from a different background. They're artists, poets, and all, and they're trying to collide the worlds together. That's dope. Like, you know.
What are your thoughts on the Off-White Nike collab? You know, they got it.
Honestly, like, I'm one of those dudes who I'm saying, I'm a purist and, like, don't touch the classic, but I gotta give it up.
Yeah?
Those Air Max 90s,
The Air Max 90s
is
are
sick, and the
so
Jordan
sick.
ones, and this is my favorite Jordan. I like it. Like, I can
not a
see,
fan,
like,
man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I like to hit the club because I'm still single.
Hey, turn up. Ladies, you heard that?
I'm not married. And I'm just saying I'm not married. In the sense, I'm not married.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have no wife or kids to go home to. And I feel like this is the type of shit I like, because I don't wear Balenciagas. I don't wear Christian Louboutin. I don't wear stuff like this. So, like, these will be the type of kick. Like, you know, that's why I like
These are the two
Riccardo
that I
Ticci
like.
Air Force Ones, Riccardo Ticci Air Max 97. Those are my Balenciagas. Those are my Margielas.
Okay, I like
those
that.
is like, this is
Yeah.
when I can step out the club and I pull out the nice gear and I pull out the chain and the grill and all stuff.
Yeah, and you feel like, yeah.
That's what I step out with. Like, you know, this is like, not that Margielas and don't make nice shoes. It's just not me. I gotta
Absolutely,
keep it. I gotta keep it Hassan. Hassan gotta keep it Hassan. Because my cousin, like, who I go out with all the time, he's like made in Italy, everything. Like, made in France, made in, like, you know, ain't nothing made in China.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, and God bless him. Like, he that dude. Like, he he's the real Adidas head. Let's put it this way.
Okay.
Long before the boost, he was wearing all the Rico ones. He was wearing the Jeremy Scott. He was wearing, like the other day, it's funny part, I like to tease my cousin a lot. He was wearing some Stan Smiths with a pointy toe. and like, you know, and it's like, and this dude came out, he's like, man, I never seen those. Like, you made those yourself? He's like, no. And then I was like, man, how dare he even ask you, man? He doesn't know who he's talking to. You know, my cousin's up there, like literally, like, you know, everybody got some a goal you want to reach. That's my cousin right there. Like the day I'd be like him, good. I'm set for life. I can die in peace now. Stuff. I'm just playing, but like he that dude though. He really that dude. Like he was rocking like all kinds of collab. I had never like Y3s and all. I knew about Y3s, but it's like the Adidas that you can only buy at Barney's and all the stuff. He been wearing that stuff.
Right.
Long before Yeezy,
the craze and all the hype popped up.
Like, you know, he said I used to buy those 50% off at the Barney's sample sale and stuff because nobody buys them.
Yeah.
But now you can't buy none of that stuff.
Hell no, that shit don't sit no more.
Yeah. But
So,
what's sitting on the other hand is NMD's Ultra Boost.
They have started to sit, like even the Prominent NMDs, like those have just gone to clearance now, which 6-7 months ago wouldn't have been the case.
They didn't wait long enough to just mass produce. They're like, it's time now.
They flooded the market. Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, like people wore NMDs, they really felt special. And that's why I wasn't mad at it, because it's like, this is the whole point behind it. Like,
You know, the initial
make you feel
launch
special.
and release was dope, and the way they threw back to the micro pacer and all that stuff. But then
Like the
they
original,
lost
like now they got how many rendition of the black with the red and the blue. They made an XR1.
The XR1s,
Or they made
I
an
got
XR1
those,
regular, private XR1. It don't mean nothing no more.
Yeah, it's very true.
It don't mean like. That's why, like to me, at the end of the day, and I'm very biased, not just a little, but you can't fuck with Nike.
I'm with you.
You can, like, and it's not a.
Nike.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
y'all
It's not.
be
It's like,
curious.
please,
You're
like,
also on the
it's
team.
not. It's not. It's not even about being on a team because we ain't getting a check cut. Like the day I'm in there get a check, that's when I'm on a team. So far the money's only going out.
Oh shit!
So far the money's only going out. There's no like
ain't no exchange.
Ain't no exchange yet. So, but like so far, like this is what I'm saying. Like Off-White, they push like, you know, and I'm a big Air Max head, and I'm usually the purist. Like don't touch, don't do that.
Yeah.
But hey, I can be, and then also I'm biased. The day I found out Virgil was African, I was like,
I gotta support the homie now.
He the one. Like I found out he was from, like really? I was like, yeah, you know, I'm Virgin African too, right? I know, I didn't know. Off-White is off the chain.
Oh man, that's dope.
I like the Air Max 90.
I agree. I like the 90.
The Jordan ones.
I'm not
I really
a fan
do not
of
like
the
the
ones.
Forces. I really do not like the
No.
Forces.
What do you think about the Vapor Max?
They're alright. I just like Vapor Max. To me, it's a dope shoe, but the silhouettes there's no much room for creativity. Like, you know, Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
Like that's why, like to
There's
me,
a lot of-
as the ultimate ID experience is like this.
You got so many panels to work with.
Like,
Yeah.
with the Vapor Max is here.
Yeah.
That's why, like, a Vapor Max ID was whack. It's like either gray or white top and choose the color of the bubble.
Yeah.
Like they don't really
Super
give you,
limited.
Yeah.
like, you know, like there's no, like the more you go into those fuse panel and all that stuff, the one pieces, there's less room for
Yeah.
creativity.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
You can't have a Vapor Max like with the Air, we can have croc here, snake here, all kinds of pattern. I'm not saying it's gonna look good, but you can do what
Right.
you can go real wide and real. It might be completely tasteless, but you can go wild with it.
Yeah.
Vapor Max is not so much you can
Yeah.
do. So that's why I was like, but I don't like too much when you touch the Air Force Ones. So like this stuff, like stuff that's being done right now, I see on the web, and I'm like, it's beyond disgusting. And
Have you ever done a bespoke?
oh yeah, I got a few pairs.
I knew that was gonna be a dumb question.
I've seen footage.
Man, what's that experience like? Because I don't think I'll ever get.
It's nothing. No, you should. Honestly, it's $1,000 well spent.
Yeah.
It's like it's more than just getting your shoe. It's the fact that you sit down and
Right.
you got a designer sit. I had the dopest because I had Israel is the original guy.
Yeah.
And I dealt with Mao too. I don't know the new guy. God bless him. I have nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
I just never had the chance to deal with him. Is such like, you know, it's like sitting next to somebody who's just as excited as you are.
Right.
It's like, let's do this shit. Like,
Yeah,
let's work
yeah.
together. And he's out there, and
create
he's
this
so talented.
masterpiece.
It's not like you get like there's a blueprint. There's no blueprint. There's a blank, and he start drawing. live. Like, you know, it's like I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, like dudes start drawing and it's this and it's like if you go to Mercer in the lab, it's big and there's all these pattern and all these souls and all this stuff and you're really excited. So you can be overwhelmed or if you come with it, like my first one, I had it's like, let's go and do
No
freestyle.
concept, yeah.
I was like, I just knew I was gonna call it. I did it for my 30th birthday, the Dirty 30, and then let's go crazy. And then, we had a good vibe, like we had good chemistry. Me and Izzy's like, he said, you know what, Hassan, just do whatever you want to do. I literally like, my left shoe and my right shoe don't look alike. I was like, let's try some. I would have never thought I did, but I did it. I used the same fabric, but I just used
switched
different,
the panels on
just switched the panels and everything. So it was like,
That's dope.
great, really good dude. Shout out to Ease. Now he's actually a big time designer for Nike sportswear. He's the reason why we got the linen Air Force One back. He did a lot of stuff.
Shit.
He's the guy behind you seen the Penny Jewels Air Force Ones?
Yep.
They look like the Air Max Penny ones. He's the guy behind it. You know,
Damn.
shout out to Ease, man. Great guy.
That's
Great guy, extremely talented.
It's a good move.
Hardworking man. He deserves everything he got coming and more.
hell yeah.
Yeah, and but yeah, like I highly suggest for the people who can do it, like take the trip to New York, $1,000. It's all worth it. The only thing, you might wait 4 to 6 months. They tell you 3 months. Don't. That's not true.
Yeah. That ain't true.
It's not true.
It
I'm
probably
sorry,
depends
I
on
had
the
to say it.
materials you use
I
and
had
all
to
that
say
stuff
it.
too.
I had to say it ain't true. But like, just the fact that you're sitting there, like I think it's 3 or 4 hours, and they really like, you know, it was dope. And then the one when they did for the 30th anniversary of Air Force Ones, they gave West Coast people, really LA people, the opportunity to do it here. So we had it at the Staples Center.
Oh shit.
Ace came here and I was like, I remember, it's like, man, I got to come up because we only had 2.5 hours. It was not as long as New York because they had to be able to accommodate everybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what I'm gonna do. And I was going through my picture. I wanted to do something personal, and I fell on my graduation pictures from college, and I had the kente cloth sash. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do kente cloth color. So I took my kente cloth with me at the lab, and I did every single color of my kente cloth. It was gonna be a different fabric. So I have snake skin, I have velour, I have
That's so
Dude, the
hard.
options are
like
that's
canvas.
so hard.
I have a zebra swoosh. I went all out, and like I said, he's such a great dude. He blessed me with the opportunity to I have the African map embroidered in the back on one shoe, and I got the hilal. The hilal, I don't know if you're familiar with it, is like the moon and the star, what the Muslim symbol.
Yeah.
Because I wanted the shoe to be me,
Absolutely.
very colorful, like I am.
You just wore these recently, right?
Huh?
You just wore these recently? Put on Instagram? You just
Yeah, I
wore-
wore it
they
for
look
actually I wore it
insane.
for a holiday. Like I was
Yeah.
wearing my
Yeah,
my
you had the
African-
whole- you had the whole-
African
yeah,
traditional
yeah.
clothes and everything.
Look fly as hell.
And I was like, it's like colorful and like to me, my culture and my religion are what defines me the most because I got my morals and values for my culture.
Yep.
And fearing God and all the stuff is what allowed me to not do a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to do sometimes. So, and then especially, at the time there was no Trump, so it didn't matter. But now more than ever, like you feel like put it in people's face. You don't like me, you really gonna hate me now.
Damn, yeah. Sheesh. Man, what else we got? You really spitting some just some gems. I could sit back and listen to you for hours, man.
I got time, man.
You were recently in the Air Max video for Air Max Day, most recently when they brought back the OGs, and Atmos is actually supposedly bringing back the Nike Air Max 1 Curry for the 15-year anniversary.
Like the Air Max 1 Curry, another Atmos shoe.
Okay,
It's
that was a conversation we had
it's a
earlier today.
COJP, but it's not an Atmos shoe.
Okay.
It's a big misconception about it. It's like
Okay.
it's not a Atmos signature shoe. Like from my understanding, Koji from I don't know if I pronounce it right. Please don't kill me. But from Atmos, the creator of the owner of Atmos, took part in
the design of
in the
those?
design of it.
Okay.
But this is not an Atmos shoe.
Okay, see, that was actually a conversation we were having
And
earlier.
I like the fact that they brought
familiar.
the little swoosh on the toe. They like these don't have the swoosh.
Oh,
I got those
yeah,
too.
yeah.
But they bring the little swoosh on the toe. Like I think it's dope. I think
Yeah.
it's really dope. In that video, it was really an honor and privilege to be part of the.
Yeah, did Nike approach you
Air
to,
Max.
to
Really
be a part
like
of
retro kid from a Soul Collector to give Nike a list, and and I was blessed to be on that list. Like,
That's amazing.
which
Shout out
funny
to
enough,
Alex.
Yeah.
shout out to Alex. I don't even know him.
Wow.
I don't even know him. So God bless. Like, I'm really thankful. Like, sometimes you think you're under the radar, you're really not.
Yeah.
And like,
People know.
because I did voice my opinion on multiple times on. I really a big fan of the Air Max ones, and I didn't like I had really slowed down my buying of Air Max because I was really not a fan of that shape. Like, it's really, I was one of those guys where when I think it was some Dutch guy found a way to reshape the toe, like
toe,
every
yeah.
color I liked, I really did follow the whole instruction on YouTube and
reshape
the toe. Like you actually get a towel of water, put it on, like first you gotta wet the shoe a little bit.
Yeah.
The hot towel with water on top of the toe, and with an iron.
Oh shit.
I did that
never even would've thought about
when they retroed the Atmos with the Safari Atmos, and they did that whole weird suede, and I actually reshaped that toe and everything.
Damn.
Like, and make it look kind of decent. But honestly, I'm very impressed with the job they did to bring back the original shape of Air Max One.
Yeah.
The work they put in, like sometimes you gotta appreciate. Like finally, like I always felt like Nike didn't care much. Like we the big dog, consumer gonna take what we give it.
Right.
But like the fact that they actually really put a team together and worked hard and
it's great they told that story and like
and
we're
to be
bringing
able-
this back.
to be a part of it, to be part of like tell my story, share my story, and be part of this. I was really honored. It was like truly a privilege, and I was blessed with the
dope.
friends and family. Masters
the
of Air
Masters.
too.
We saw
so
that. Yeah, we
I
know.
was like that. This is better.
Yeah, we saw that.
That was even better. That was
You
even
bailed me
Salty.
out on that. I needed to shoot those, and you pulled them out for me.
that was a
Oh,
pleasure.
yeah.
Like, that's where like we first met.
Yeah,
Whereas we
yeah.
first met, so I was like, yeah, no.
That's
It's like
dope,
really, like every now and then I was like, like I show it to my nephew. Usually I don't show nothing.
Yeah.
And then my nephew was like, oh, that's cool. You was on TV. Can I go back to play now?
Right. Man, that's
No,
dope.
like no, sit down. Like watch this again. Pay
Yeah, like
attention.
this is your uncle. You need to
You're
know about
supposed
this.
to be
This
proud.
history.
Like,
Man,
that
that's
is
beautiful.
like but yeah, that's a big deal. And then they brought back games like those jewels are very nice. There's a pair I don't know if they call the Ridge Rock. They're really sick.
I'm not sure.
If you can pull those out, Ridge Rock Air Max ones,
Ridge Rock.
really sick. Like RIDGEROCK.
That's like kind of gray on gray.
No. It's like a tan with like turquoise.
Air Max one.
Air Max ones. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You already knew, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They did an
okay.
amazing. That
That reminds me. They did some
And
Nike
the sad
dunks
part
like
is to
that.
tell
The
you like
Slam City
how
skates.
people went crazy for the OGs and all that. Mind you, the OGs in 2003, 2005, $29.99 on the shelves. Nobody cared. So that's why I say you gotta
saw
give it
these.
up to the Nike, the marketing monster that Nike is.
Yeah.
Like a shoe that nobody wanted, they made you go
They made
crazy
you
for
fiend
it.
for it. Yeah.
Go crazy because the resale is $600.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
I saw
and
these.
then-
I
but
went
the-
crazy
like,
instantly too.
But
The
the thing
teal
is
like that.
The thing is like the fact that
was
the
hard.
hype died down. Like April 1st, after Air Max month was over, it was
Yeah.
those are sitting and they sick. And this one of those was gonna be like, mark my words. God willing, we all be here in 5 years. This is gonna be a pair that's gonna be $500-600 in
You got a
6
pair of these sitting?
Huh? Now I got the judge. You got me one pair, but I'm thinking, and I got my boy a pair for his birthday. But I'm definitely thinking about.
Trying to come up with some.
Like,
more.
I'm-
'Cause I like those. I like that teal color though.
No, they're on Nike.com right now, 110.
just sitting.
And there's another pair they
Why I
made.
didn't see that,
I don't know the name of the color. It's like a black and olive green mix. Off the chain. Off the chain. Off the chain. I got both pairs. Sitting, I can't believe it. Like, if Nike would have put just an ounce of marketing behind that shoe, people would have gone nuts. Because the shoe is sick.
Yo.
Look at it. It's sick though. The color
the
blocking
colors
and
work-
everything.
yeah, they work
It's
really well
nice. It's
together.
not something like, just like the Currys, all the stuff like. I don't know if you're too familiar with the Air Max Pata.
Oh yeah.
The only
Yeah.
color that actually released in the US is the corduroy pair. On my daddy, rest in peace. That
I am.
pair sat for over a year.
Where
For
was your
over-
store? I need to know about
Yeah,
your
right.
store back then.
Like-
I had to hunt those down.
And what
For
the hell?
sure.
There's a
And-
store called Drip. I swear, there was like around the corner from the Montalban on
Yeah.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, drip
Man,
right there. corner
like
there.
that's where we all had all the crazy camp out. They had him after a year, full size run.
Wow.
Cool.
No, but even undefeated didn't sell out right away. It took maybe a month or two. This was not no crazy. Even the
That's where I
the
got
green pair, the green I think they were called the fuck.
the homegrowns.
No. The homegrowns was crazy. Homegrown was crazy from the beginning. And I'm talking about the pata, the green pair, the green denim pair, the chlorophyll.
The chlorophyll, just the mudguard green.
And the swoosh.
Yeah.
And the swoosh. I got that pair for me and all the homies. They didn't drop in the US. From my plug in Hong Kong for 150 shipped.
Damn.
Dude was giving it away. Please, Hassan, you know, like he would hit me up like, do you have anybody else who want them? He couldn't give them away back
Those
then.
are like on my grill.
Like he can like literally ask. I got my homies from New York, homies from Atlanta, homies from LA. The pairs like, I was like, oh, like Hassan, where you got them? Oh, my boy, $150. Really? Can you get more? I'm like, hit him up. Yeah, I got plenty. Which one? I was like literally giving them up to here. PayPal 150 to this guy. He's gonna send it. PayPal 150 to this guy. He's gonna send it to you. PayPal 150 to this guy. I got everybody up here.
Shit.
Damn.
And
It ain't like that no more.
Yeah, like that no
Things
more.
done changed.
another dope story on the Air Maxes. Just like I guess I got a few dope stories. On the burgundy pair of Pata that only released at the Pata store, and actually Mercer 21 Mercer had a pair.
did?
Yeah,
Okay.
very few, but Tim, the manager from Pata, was at All Gone, the Colette book that's coming out, All Gone party at the Stussy store on La Brea and First. So he's there, everybody knows who he is, everybody kind of mingling, trying to be cool with him, and all, which I understand. And I'm like, fuck all that. It was good. I'm Hassan. I need those burgundies.
Again,
I
straight
need
to the
those
chase.
burgundies. I need those burgundies. Like, cool. I grew up in Belgium, so I speak Dutch fluently. So I start spitting in the Dutch and everything. And he's like, you know, he's like, he knew I was not living in the go. Like, you know, like, it's like, you know what? You know, cool. Here, this is my card. Email me. And then you look at everybody like all the vultures and the hyenas heard. And he's like, oh, but by the way, I'm only giving out one pair. That's it.
Wow.
I emailed him, hey, this is Hassan, the dude you met, He's like, no problem. Here, he sent me at first they were gonna sell him more expensive. He sent me an invoice, so I paid for the invoice. They ended up releasing them cheaper. He sent me
Gave you
back
a
the difference.
refund. That's
No
beautiful.
way. That's crazy.
That's dope. Hell yeah.
This is how, shout out to Tim. Like I think I only talked to him a few times after that. I mean, you know, dude's on the other side of the world,
Yeah.
and he busy as hell. But God bless you. Like I'm forever thankful. Like, you know.
That's sick.
Yeah, and then
That's dope, man.
believe it or not, 2 weeks later, who's having an art show in LA, right across the street from Undefeated, the Undefeated at the time? Paro, the dude that designed the shoe. Signed the box. I took the insole
shit.
out. He got a big old Hassan on one and a big old shout out on the other insole. Like,
That's awesome.
I got deep in. And he did like you know how he makes those rendition of people? So like at the time, my foot was huge. And like, he had like on the box, he got a supposedly me with a big fro and a long, you know, like,
Yeah, that's what's long
like the
noses.
stuff that he does all the time. I mean, like, and the dude is like, when I say Para is probably one of the chillest, most humble dude you ever meet. Like you would think like a lot of these dudes, artsy guy, they think once they made it, they think this shit don't stink. Like he's really not that guy. He was cool. Like he was like excited the fact that we came to his art show so he could sign the shoe. He's like, really? I really like my shit. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, shit.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, thank you for coming and dropping
bro.
all these fucking
Thank you,
gems and spitting all these stories, brother. This has been a fucking amazing experience, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yes.
And
Pleasure was all mine, man.
yeah, man, we celebrated Air Max Day together this year. I hope we spend Air Max Day together.
Man,
next year.
God, God willing,
And
you
in
know.
20 years from now, our little shorty is gonna be competing at the barbecue and the kick, but the real
Y'all sure is
kickback.
gonna be
Real
competing.
kickback.
Mine's gonna be shitting on people, you know.
Okay.
Oh
Oh man. Son,
Shots
tell the people where they can find you on social media and everywhere around the world.
Afrokix, F-R-O-K-I-X, not C-K-S. Because there's an Afrokix,
Oh, KICKS.
K-I-C-K-S, who's Asian, so go figure where you got the Afro from. but Afrokix, F-R-O-K-I-X. On, I think I'm on Snapchat too. I don't really snap. I'm mostly on
I think I got a Snapchat.
I'm on Instagram. My tweets really be my Instagram post.
Okay.
And that's about it. Like, Facebook, all that is for families and friends. So,
Dope, man.
you know.
Well, shit. Thank you so much for coming.
Good luck,
No, thank you for having me,
kicking
man.
back with us, man.
It was
This
really a
this has
pleasure.
been a very
All love, brother.
informative episode. Like this is beautiful. You can tell the passion it exudes from you, man. So
This is what it's all about, guys, man.
Yeah.
Preservation of culture, man, so people can understand.
And
And shout out to
what it's really
everybody.
about.
Shout out to. There's a big actually sneaker culture that's growing in Africa. My boy Zaid in South Africa is like kind of starting like they having their own sneaker event, buy and trade. And South Africa is a little more because of the huge European influence, more not necessarily developed, westernized than the rest of the continent, where they're more of a consuming society than the rest of the continent.
Right.
But then he even told me they throw an event in Nairobi, Kenya, and all the stuff. So, and then I even get I get people. Some of my followers are from Senegal and Morocco. They're like, oh man, we love what you do. We wish we could do this here and all the stuff. Like, oh man, people out there trying to eat, so it's a little different.
For sure. Well, this has been the Kickback episode 9.
9.
Damn, we 9 deep. Make sure y'all check back with us next week. We will be here at the same time, same channel. I'm Steezus.
Dano.
Hassan.
And John Colombo.
Boom.
Peace.
We out.
Peace.
Man, that was fun.
All right.
That was fun.
Let's take this.